Hey, you guys, we are love. It's Monday, and we're going to talk about this raggedy show, some other raggedy shows, and some raggedy gossip. So, I hope everybody ready to get raggedy. Hey, Lady
I
Sanchez.
am ready. Hey.
Hey, Louisa and Stefan and Vicky over there in YouTube playing. Hey, you guys. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to give everybody a minute or two to come in. Hey, Sam.
Good
Hey,
afternoon, ladies.
Hey, Sam.
Hey,
Hey,
hon.
Angela. Hey, Bubbles. I know a
Hey
good place to
guys.
start. Girl, why I feel like these Twitter streets have been messy today?
you got
It's
people
been all out war. Let me tell you.
jumping into stuff and not even paying attention to what they jumping into. They just trying to say something.
Girl.
They saying, but what does this have to do with the original post? You know what? Absolutely nothing. So
That's right.
yeah, we can talk about some of that madness too. I was trying to wait on Darling. I think she's running a little bit behind, so but we can
Hey,
go
Sam. How you doing? What's up, sis?
and jump in. Hey,
Yes, child. So, listen.
listening.
While we're waiting on our darling,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter has been melting down, and I have personally been doing my absolute best to throw gasoline on every single fire.
Wait, we just said that. Yes.
Fires out with people like you're here to say like we're sitting here talking about Brooke and Hope's relationship, and y'all are talking about stuff that Steffy did. We don't need Steffy in this conversation to talk about Brooke and Hope. Let
You
it
know
go,
what?
people. Stop deflecting.
Listen, I'm so damn petty. I would start every single one of my posts. Steffi slept with Bill, and then finish my damn thought so that could be addressed before we even go any further. Yes, we do know Steffi slept with Bill, but what about Hope fucking Brooke or
Oh,
Leah fucking Brooke?
So to get y'all caught up real quick, we just talking about these Twitter streets today and how they've been rough and raw. We all been pretty much fighting for our lives today.
I haven't been fighting for my life. I've been working all day, but I would love to jump in tonight.
well, I haven't been fighting for my life, Sam, but let me tell you, I've been petty. So I
I done
quoted a
seen
tweet. I
foolishness.
believe it was your original tweet. Somebody was after you. It was that tweet about she put her picture up there and she said something to you like, the only time Steffi needs hope is if she needs a bridesmaid or somebody to watch the kids. So I quoted her tweet and and just let her know, why everybody trying to it, because she said something about Finn. And I was like, why are y'all
Ooh,
trying to make Finn like Hope? Finn don't care about Hope. He
the
don't care about
Not
bitterness,
these
not
Logan
one
Hope.
the
iota.
bitterness
None
in
of
these
these.
Twitter streets about behind the fact that Finn is 150% about his wife and his family is prolific. The
They hate
salt.
it.
They are so salty. We might as well be in Utah on some salt flats at this point.
They hate it.
I
That's
think
why
you
Twitter's
were there,
melting down.
darling. I think you actually, because the girl, she got so angry with me, ladies. She
I
called
know
me
you talking
trailer
about. I
park
saw that.
trash. She called me trailer park trash and
What?
told me she was gonna cut me.
What?
Yes,
Are you
Stop
Dang.
it.
I told you these people. I ain't been catching it,
yes.
but I've been seeing it. I'm like, y'all are so upset that
Wait.
Finn don't care about her.
Did she DM you that, or did she
No,
put it in the actual
no,
tweet?
honey. She said that on the thread. She came on my thread, baby, into a private conversation. She was so pressed because we all just hit her with facts. We were not being rude, and let me get it straight now. We weren't being rude. We were being casual. We were being classy, but we hit her with facts. And she got mad. And she just, baby, she came out swinging, called
Ooh.
me trailer park trash, told me, watch this here. I'm finna show you my language, and put the meme down there
Wait,
about
is that the
yeah,
chicken shit who went back and deleted our tweet?
she went back and deleted her tweet.
Mm.
I'm like, I never even seen the inside of a trailer park. You know,
Listen, I can't believe I missed all this
she
action
did,
today.
girl. She threatened me with violence. She sure did.
Screenshotted that. Please tell me you screenshotted it.
Hmm.
Okay,
I
because
got it.
I'm need you to put it in the group chat.
It
'Cause I
was,
need to see this.
Listen,
and
they are livid.
was it that Edwina person or whatever?
Yeah, that's who it
Uh,
was with the
mm,
yellow and
mm,
blue.
mm.
She
Look,
did. She did,
these
darling. Did you see all of that?
I
these
saw
Logan
part of
fans
it,
have
but
lost
at
their
first
minds.
I thought at first I saw how the conversation started with with her being pressed about the fact that hope is just not a factor for Finn. She
That's
doesn't
Yeah.
right.
exist.
That's right.
That's
That's
just
how it
fact.
started.
You
That's how
Yep.
it
can
started.
you
Yeah.
cannot get mad about that because that's Steffi's husband. So
We
Finn
gonna find
does not
everything that Steffi
trip
got.
on any. Exactly. Finn does not trip on anything Logan related, and the audacity to think that he's supposed to is really weird. It's getting real. At first, it was funny. Now it's just getting real freaking weird now. And
Yes.
then I was busy at work today because today was my day to go to the office, and I saw part of it, and I was like, wait, she getting real out the mother. Wait, what the hell is her problem?
She
Yep,
did. She
it's her
did. I
problem.
mean, baby, she came completely unglued. She did.
I'm trying to read it and get caught up now, and my mouth ain't shut. My throat then got dry over this.
Look, let me tell you, these Logan fans are so used to getting their way that now that
Yep,
things look, the pendulum is swinging the other
Mhm.
way. They melting down. They
they
can't
can't
take it.
stand
They're
it.
having
They
breakdowns.
can't stand it.
And
Yeah.
it's not like it's even. And my thing is, it's not Angela. The part is that it's not even about. Some of these meltdowns aren't even about things that are germane to anything that's actually bold and the beautiful related in reality. You being upset that Finn does not care about Hope is crazy shit.
Yeah, that's because
That's
that just goes to prove that their whole mindset and that their whole aim for entertainment is to have Steffi upset
Yes,
and
suffering.
crying.
Exactly.
They really don't have
exactly.
shit to do with Hope. They don't care if Hope is, with Liam or not, if she's okay. They really just want
They just
Steffi
want Steffi to
unhappy.
be miserable.
Yeah, they want
Yeah,
So
they
Steffi
just
to
I'm
want her
on my
lose.
upset
phone,
and
That
Bubba.
is
Did
so
you
weird.
find it? Because I'm on my phone, and if you can find it, please share it with the group. I don't
And,
mind.
She
and
deleted
listen,
her comment. She deleted those horrible comments.
That's
Yes, she
because
did.
but she don't want to
shit,
get
that's
banned.
because
Yes.
somebody replied and said you need to
Report.
screenshot her tweets and report her, and she
Yeah,
got scared and fled. And I
yeah.
wasn't, and I responded to that. I said, no, I'm not gonna screenshot and block her. I was like, she's angry. I kept it classy. I was like, she's angry, and that's how people like that respond. So I felt like I handled myself well about it,
You
but
did.
baby, she was
Hmm.
she was
She
all
was
big. I
out
mean,
there.
we
Just it was.
so
I was
she
like,
got
That
mad
was
because we
audacious.
was laughing and talking about her.
Oh
I was
my
like,
listen,
gosh,
Some
listen,
they
kind
guys.
of little
girl.
I
Tasmanian
hear.
devil, and I was like, just look at her. She like a little Tasmanian devil, just all over the place. And she got mad, baby. She was hot with me, baby. She came out with the knife. She was like, I will cut you. I was like, wait a minute.
About Hope and Steffi.
About Finn because it was she was pressed. She was pressed because I told
Mhm.
her, well, I told another girl. You see, the girl that I was responding to, she never even replied back. This chick just came over from China to come and jump in on the thread.
Not
And
China.
because I said, Finn, don't give a damn about none of these Logan hoes. The original tweet, let me tell
Mhm.
you what the original tweet was. It was that one, Sam, she told you y'all mad because Hope got y'all pressed because Douglas called her mama. And she did a little meme with Hope saying, deal with it. So I quoted that tweet and I was like, well, you know what? I was like, I want you to keep that same smoke when Brooke fucked Liam.
I saw
And
that.
that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. So here come a Dweena or whatever her name is, and she coming from Chinatown and called herself she was finna read me. But baby, I ate. And she was mad. And that's when I was trailer
Look,
park
let
trash.
that is
Listen,
so ridiculous. I'm
this is what
sorry.
I've been seeing in my little few instances where I get to scroll in between Twitter these days from work. I am seeing meltdowns basically because the Forsters they got a leg up. Ridge
Yep.
is clearly leaning towards Taylor, even if he stays with Brooke. We all
Yeah, because
seeing that Ridge.
he's talking like Brooke is an obligation.
Exactly. So even if he stays with
Mhm.
her, the optics still look like he's in love with Taylor and is happy with Taylor, but he's saddled with Brooke. So they hate it. Even if Brooke beds him tomorrow, they hate it because of the optics. They hate the fact that Steffi has Finn. Finn ain't stunting Hope, and
Yep.
Steffi is getting her way. Steffi done told Hope to her face that her mama was a hoe, that she wasn't sorry, she wasn't taking it back, and she said what she said.
And,
They
and and
hate
it's
it.
bigger than that. They're mad that they stuck with Liam. Like they can say, "Oh no, we love Liam." Blah blah blah. No, y'all fought for a decade to get Liam, and now you got him. He's the
Mhm.
booby prize, and that's where all the anger is coming from.
Yes,
They
I think
feel
ma'am.
so.
like Hope should have Finn, and they can deny it all they want and say that Finn is
Oh
boring
no.
and blah 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 blah. But
He's
they want him.
Angela, you hit it on the head because the bottom line is this. Finn is a man who took a bullet for the woman he loved.
Yep.
That's right.
He fought back death and Sheila freaking Carter to
Yep.
get back to her and their family.
That's
Yep.
right.
Liam ain't a patch on Finn's ass when it comes down to devotion to the woman he loves.
Thank
Got it.
you.
And the thing is, there are fans in that fan base who resent that. They
Yes,
resent after years and years of saying Steffi needs to go find her own man. She
Hmm.
did. She did
she
exactly
did.
that. After years
Yep.
of bullshit, propping, and folding laundry on a couch in Malibu, she did. She found her own man, and he's fantastic. But the problem is, he's not supposed to be fantastic.
Yeah,
He's
he's
supposed
supposed
to
to
be
be. Yeah.
another POS man, not unlike Liam. Then it's just like whatever. But the fact of the matter is, Finn is Prince freaking charming, and they hate it.
And
Yep.
he's
Yeah.
They
sexy.
hate it. They
And he's
cannot
sexy.
stand it.
And he's
Hmm.
sexy.
And
And
he loves
he's
Steffi.
sexy.
He
And
They
he
loves
hate
ain't
it.
Steffi dirty
checking for,
draws.
and he ain't checking for
and
nobody
and that's
Logan.
else.
and this is not anything about talking about actors in real life, but there's a reason that Scott Clifton is in the gym now all of a sudden. Cause
Oh
I
yeah.
Hmm.
mean he gotta
We talked about
compete.
that over the weekend.
Yeah.
He can
Yes.
stay in the gym because you know why? It don't matter. Tanner is half the size of Scott Clifton, like weight wise. Tanner just fucking fine. They don't make him like him every damn day. Tanner don't have to do all that to look the way he do. He was built that way. So, Scott can lift all he want. He can get bigger and bigger and bigger, but he won't ever look like Tanner.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, his definition looking good though.
Yeah, no, Liam, let me tell you something. Liam was looking like grandpa for like 2.5 years.
He sure
He
was.
had
At
yeah. He
least
had
now
that
he
dad
looking,
bod going.
he is
Yep.
looking way better. That I can't deny.
He had
Hey,
that
listen,
dad bod
he
going.
can look
But
like a
he's
movie star, but let's just keep it real and we don't have to fake the funk about it. Tanner Novlin is an exceptionally handsome and sexy motherfucker. everybody
But
just can't pull
that
it
man
off.
still has to work out, though. I mean, people can be born like that, but they still got to maintain it. I'm
Yes,
Baby.
yes, but
still
if
working
he
out.
doesn't, but listen, Tanner not working out is still gonna look better than Scott Clifton to me any day. But that's just me.
And he got
It's
that
just
height
different. He
too.
different.
It's that
He
height,
built.
Sam. He got that
He's
height. And he
he's
got that Canadian accent.
he
Oh
just
my
built
God.
different. I mean, he just built. He just
I mean,
cut
and also,
different.
but Sam, here's the thing: if you if Scott Clifton looked like Tanner Novlin, if you had a character who looked exactly like Tanner Novlin with Liam's
Oh
personality,
hell
it don't
no.
matter. It don't matter how good he looked,
Nah.
because that's 98% of the problem with the character of Liam.
And why
It's
do
not.
you think that that's
It's
an acting choice to play Liam so whiny, or do you feel like that's in the writing, or what? Because he's like
I
ridiculous. I mean, like,
honestly, I think it's
He
the writing.
ad lib a lot, don't he though? But he be putting in his own stink on it. He put his
Yeah.
own stamp on it. He do.
Like it's like he knows Liam's an asshole. I mean, I firmly believe that he knows. He
It's
definitely
true.
knows Liam
He's
is an
good. He's a good
asshole.
actor.
Because then, and that's the thing is that Brad Bell. That's what Brad thinks is you thought was leading man material. Liam being some petulant child. William wishy-washy, bouncing back and forth between women for a decade plus. He thought that was the bee's knees. That's sexy. That's what people want. Nobody ain't worrying about that. Okay,
but
you want a
I'm
man
talking
who looks.
about him lately. All this like cackling with
I think
with
that's on
Brooke.
I think that's on purpose. That we all got the brim
Oh yeah,
theory
well yeah, I know
running
where
in
that's
here,
going.
and
I know where that's going.
I tend to believe that attitude, that petulantness that's in that Liam is displaying lately. I think that's part of what's going to lead to the shit show that we're eventually going to get.
Well, they
It's
got
got to be.
Yeah.
chemistry,
So if we're gonna
so
get,
I say do it.
So do
Can
I.
Can
yeah,
back.
because
Where is Can knocking? Where's she at? She trying to get
Yeah, she
in.
is knocking.
Let's blow up the show and let's make Brooke Logan interesting again.
Yes.
Because
Well,
I've
so
never
today
been
listen,
a fan
guys.
of Brooke Logan, but I'm not gonna lie, she used to drive a lot of stories,
Yes.
and
yes,
now
she
Yes.
she's
did.
just sitting there
So
begging,
so think
begging
bringing that up.
Ridge to.
So say what it is, Angela. She begging Bridge. She want the pill.
Yeah,
She
I
want
mean
the pickle.
that's not Brooke Logan. I'm sorry.
It's
But
been
you know
nine
what? We
months.
like
I
her
believe
because
Ken posted that today. It's been 9 months since Brooke has gotten the pickleball, has gotten Ridge pickled balls. And
so
that
listen,
is
guys. Did y'all
very
hear
rare.
that bomb about Brooke missing her yearly physical today?
Yes, I did, and my
Well,
eyes kind of got wide.
hopefully her ass is in menopause.
The last time she missed the physical, she ended up losing Nick's baby.
Wait a minute, Sam. Hang on.
Okay,
Wait and explain that to me.
that was a
Well,
throw. Okay, remember how we said after the redhead Sheila that there are no throwaway lines? Well,
yeah,
Yes.
after Brooke was telling Hope about the plan that she's concocting to get some alone time with Ridge and her, so they don't have to think about the real world. We gonna talk
yeah,
about that shit later. She
yeah.
thought it was him texting her to tell him he was on the way home, but it was a reminder about her yearly physical, which she had missed.
Okay.
Oh,
And
you think
So,
she's gonna
so
get?
what?
You think she's gonna be sick?
Yes.
Now,
Sick or
hopefully she's going into
menopausal?
menopause. Hopefully her
Yes.
teeth is right.
Yes.
Y'all, wait a minute. I missed that. I missed that part. I'm gonna have to
Yes.
go back and watch
Mhm.
Listen,
it.
listen.
She
Wait
was
a
talking to
minute.
So
Hope.
Angela started this conversation by Brooke Logan used to drive story. So I
Yes.
brought up that topic about her annual physical that she missed.
Hmm.
Last time, like Bubble said, Brooke had a physical. She was pregnant with Bill Baby. She went to go and save her eggs so she can get pregnant with Nick Baby. That's right. She went to go and save eggs to get pregnant by with Nick Baby. So
Hey,
now
this
they bringing up another physical. Huh?
So what we thinking, Sam? What are you saying?
Hopefully she going into
Oh.
menopause. She ought to have been in menopause.
Well,
She
the
ought to
other
been in
option.
menopause.
Well, the other option, if they're not going the menopause route, because yeah, I don't really count that shit that they did when Brill happened. That was like such a flash that it wasn't even funny. The other option would be that, and I'm gonna go with the old soap trope of, you know how it is when relationships are start to really crumble and get down to to their last legs.
Yes.
It's
Uh-huh.
very possible that just as Bridge is getting down to its last legs, Brooke has a medical
Yes.
emergency.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's
She's
where it's going.
it's
Ooh,
yes. Yes. They're gonna
listen,
pull the
that
medical
would
What
emergency
kind
on
of
her.
what?
On
Elaborate on that. Elaborate, darling. Come on,
Okay,
elaborate.
well, that's the thing. It has happened countless times on all the soaps, and even on Bold and the Beautiful. Like case in point, when Brooke was ready to be done with Eric and finally and go do what she wanted, what happened? Eric went blind. They do that shit. They do that shit on this show. They have people come down with conditions at the last possible second, and that's the reason that the relationship stays solvent a little bit longer because the person feels obligated, or they feel like they can't really do that to them at this moment,
I can
etc.
yeah, and they
see
So
happen
what
to
that.
you
use
I
they
can
think?
see
happen to
Like
get
that.
their
like
ideals
now
from
ovary
Brooke
listen.
and April.
cancer? Are we
Well, see
thinking
that
cancer? Ovary cancer? Uterine
that's the thing.
cancer?
I don't know if they would want to go that far with Brooke, as to say that she would have cancer, because the last person who had cancer was what,
They
Stephanie?
right. They used that already with Stephanie as having cancer twice. So now I don't think they're gonna use this
Well, it
cancer.
could be like ovarian cancer or something like that.
I would
No,
love
that's
it
Now,
if it's.
that's
I would love it if
prenatal.
it's a brain issue because they
It's a
gave it
who?
to. I would love if it had something to do with her brain because they did that with Thomas. And she set up there and she been making fun of his condition ever since. Like it didn't mean shit. Like, he was ill and he was this and he was that. Cause y'all think about how erratic she been acting lately. Like she
Cause
been
yeah,
doing
because we thought she was drunk, we drinking again. That was an assumption.
yeah, and she's been sitting up there and she's just been acting very erratic. Every time they talk about Douglas and like she's like, I won't allow this, and she's like almost like a kid, stomping up and down and shit. So I would love it to be something like mimicking of what she was making fun of about Thomas. She can have like a slow leak on the brain or something. I don't know.
But you
well,
know what
yeah,
though?
but
But you know
whatever
what?
it is,
Menopause actually, even though that sounds mundane, for somebody like Brooke Logan who prides herself on her sexiness and her youth, that could actually be a pretty good story.
So let me
I'm
tell
Yeah,
you,
trying to
because they
tell
Angela,
didn't
you.
really give it no
menopause
good life. You right, Angela.
menopause can take you down, Angela. And I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you because I worked with OB for years, years and years and years, and I'm still kind of in the OB. I'm with a fertility doctor now. So menopause, what happens is it's your hormones. It affects the
Mhm.
woman's hormone level, and if you
Mhm.
have, even if the woman has her ovaries, the uterus, the whole package, but when they start dying out, when you reach that menopausal period,
Mhm.
some women have to get them out because if they don't take it out or at least do a partial, our hormones is connected for a woman, it's connected to our brain all the way
Yep.
down to all the female organs. So it controls all of that. So a woman can go absolutely nuts
Yeah, hysteric.
going
That's what
through
they call it.
hysteric. That's what it's called, mass
Yeah.
hysteria. And
Yeah.
that's a condition, like that's a valid condition going
It
through
is.
menopause.
It is.
So that's what
Absolutely.
she needs. I mean, that's
Yes.
it's age appropriate for
Yes.
one,
It
and
is.
it really does attack to the root and the core of to who Brooke character is. She was the
Yes.
sexy
uh,
victim that throwed her WAP when it was WAP on every
Yep.
man and hurt every woman in her path, even her mother, her sisters, and her daughters. So
Yes.
She's
So
for
already
Brooke
that
to go through,
signing up
what was
is
that,
very
Bubbles?
important.
she's already dealt with this. She had the perimenopause storyline, so she's already in line for menopause. I don't think that would
Yeah.
be something that would even shake her because when the doctor told her that she was getting, and perimenopause don't last no 15 years, 10, 15
It
years,
don't.
about that
It
long.
don't.
So she's already in menopause. That's why she's out here able to just drop it down on whatever she wants to, whenever she wants to. But the difference would be going through menopause and still being fertile. Now that would be the storyline because a lot of people don't see that as a thing that can happen. But
It
these
very much can.
life babies, happened. Maybe she was spotting or something. She had a weird period. Her period completely stopped because she had menopause, but she's still fertile. Somehow, it's a soap opera. They'll make it work. But her having a baby that she thinks that she's not even fertile to begin with would be a better something for her to fret over. Like, oh my
Nah,
God.
that's too much.
I'm
She's
just
to
trying to
keep the
figure out
baby
how
as it is.
Well, the whole going
I
crazy
mean,
because of
and
menopause.
how does Aspen fit into all this? That's the question.
I still
We
think that
we haven't quite
Brooke is.
sussed that one out yet.
I think that um Bill is gonna send Brooke up there to Aspen to get away from it all. And Ridge gonna run up there behind her like he always do, like an idiot, and he gonna have Taylor and Steffi running behind him like fools.
I think
I
it's
have.
gonna go the opposite, Sam. I have to
I agree.
disagree. I feel like
Yeah, I'm not. I feel.
Taylor is going to be out there for
Yeah,
some reason, and I mean, maybe she just need a break from it all. I mean, it's something is gonna. I feel like Taylor and Steffi is gonna have it. They're gonna be first, and Ridge is going to be chasing down Taylor, and Brooke is going to be chasing down Ridge.
I certainly hope so
yeah,
because
yeah.
they are hitting us over the head too much with all this Forrester togetherness, and that's what the other side of the fandom is complaining about. They literally said that the closing scenes with Tridge and Sin and Thomas were cringy because they were
No, it
happy.
wasn't.
Who
I
cares?
Oh
Right,
disagree.
they were
well.
happy.
I
Ridge
mean,
was
deal
happy.
with
Yeah,
it.
don't nobody care what they
Ridge
think.
was making Google when Steffi was making her speech. Ridge cut his eyes over there at Taylor and was giving her those Google eyes, that smirk, that he was like, nope, Steffi didn't. Nobody in the room paid attention. It was like Taylor and Ridge were by themselves in that
Don't
Be-
room.
nothing
because
when the four
Forrester
witches get
displayed.
together at Brook House and want to do a powwow, and they think it's all cute and dandy to talk about what they've been doing. So if they want to say it's cringe worthy, then they know how we
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. Imagine
Yeah,
how
Well,
we felt having to watch the Logan Coven over and over and over again,
exactly.
cackling.
Around
giggling about the
stirring
men
around
that
the
they've been sleeping with, giggling.
Yes,
now. Oh
the
well,
pictures.
one thing I wanted to, since I don't think we really got too much into today's show, and we like already a half hour in almost.
Yeah, we've only touched
Today,
on the physical.
yeah, today was so. I will say Steffi and Taylor were so cute today. They really were. As a
They
mother
were.
and daughter, they were
Yes,
cute
they was.
Yeah, and I
because
think Sid was adorable as the
they
husband and son-in-law, just going
Sure
along with
was.
the ladies.
exactly. He was like, "Oh, I do whatever my wife tell me to do."
Oh,
That's
this the
Yes,
part I was supposed to
that's
say.
that's
Yes,
right.
even though I don't know what y'all talking about.
Happy wife, happy life. That's right. That's right. He is in
exactly.
love, and he loved his boo, and his mother-in-law is in love with them. They really want Taylor to sleep with Finn, y'all.
They want
Of
they no,
course,
you
they
know why?
do.
They want, of course, because they get tired of the fandom dragging Brooke through the streets for the fact that she can't keep her hands off of any man that belongs to a woman in her family. And they
Hmm.
want to be able to hang that same sin around Taylor's damn neck. That's why.
Yes,
And
they
it's
would
not
love
going to
to.
happen. It's
It's not
not
going
going
to
to
happen. I don't
happen.
foresee that happening.
No,
But
I don't
I could
either.
say that Tanner and Krista would look hot together.
But did y'all see the way? But look, how the scene. Okay, so it first of all, let's just say this. Let's tap into this. It came on, baby, with Finn shirtless. I was like,
And
wait a minute, hold on, here we go, here we go.
oh, it's a
Then,
new day. All right.
yes. So and then it just rolled on, darling. It just rolled on into just what everything that Twitter, because look, these Twitter streets has been hot, and it started yesterday with fans talking about Finn, just going along with Steffi. So
Why
I was
shouldn't he?
yes.
As he
So they
should.
had they mouth. So they ate poop today because it came on with Finn stamping everything that Steffi said. He was co-signing, baby, because she was like, okay,
Hmm.
after they, kissed and snuggled and blah, 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 she rolled right on into her plan. to getting Trish to getting her parents together, and
And,
he was
and Finn was 100% amused. He was like,
what?
"Oh, you little dog. All right, I
That's
see
what
what you're
he
trying to do,
said.
baby."
He said again. He said, "You dog, you." I was like,
I did not like that. I wrote that down. I hate that they put that in the dialogue. Why would they have Steffi Finn say that to Steffi? It's so
What?
disgusting.
No, no,
no,
no.
that was
What he
not
meant
him.
was, "You slide
Like
dog." A
that's what
word was
that meant.
missing
Yeah,
in there.
that was
He was,
like you slide
yeah.
dog. That wasn't a dig, Sam.
No, that wasn't a dig.
Not at
That was
all. I think
that
you
was
missed
him
it.
cackling at his
I saw
wife
him giggle.
being
I saw it. I
sneaky
saw
and
him giggle.
mischievous, trying to
Oh,
get her
that's
parents together.
exactly, darling. It was
Yeah,
mischief. It was mischief.
I
it was.
know. I know. I know.
Well, you
And they
would you have
showed it
preferred
that
him to
way.
say you
I
sly
you
devil?
goddamn right because Steffi is a goddamn queen and the
Oh, it's
and I didn't like it even when Ridge told her one time that she was like a dog with a bone. I took offense to that too. I don't like the reference because they wouldn't refer to their precious saintly hope in that tone. They wouldn't. They would not.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was
I
cute.
did
I
too.
mean,
I mean,
yeah.
my thing is this: is that the vibe. One is the vibe is that Steffi is not letting this go. Okay, that is one thing. Steffi
Nope.
is determined that
Yep.
her parents are going
Yep.
to see the light and stop wasting all their time. Because, like she told Rich Ass, you ain't getting no younger. She basically told him, "You're an old ass man, and you need to get yourself together." Okay,
As she should
so
have. As she
right.
should have.
So whether
So
I
listen,
agree with her in with the end game on this or not, she's not easing up on anybody. Not her mom, not her dad, not
Nope.
telling Hope to go mind her damn business and stop worrying about what the hell she's doing
And
over
she
here.
shouldn't. I hope she
She
apply more pressure.
I know
yeah,
I missed a couple of episodes with you guys, but when she tried to step to Steffi and Steffi kind of put her in her place, that was hilarious. I loved it.
Not
Yeah.
kinda, baby. Steffi, hey, but baby, she read her from here to next
Cover
year.
to
she
cover.
chewed her ass up and spit her out. Is basically
Sure
Yes,
what
she
it
did.
was.
did.
Left no crumbs, honey.
Mm-hmm. So listen, since we done moved on from the physical and we done got to the dog part, that was on my notes.
mm,
Oh,
Um,
can I
Thomas needs a woman. The Tridge and Sin were fantastic, and Thomas needs a mate. So we can
Hold on,
have
Sam.
Sin,
obvious.
Tridge.
Before we tackle that, Sam, I just gotta ask. I want to bring up one more thing before we leave off of that.
Okay.
When before we go on to that, when Taylor came downstairs and caught Steffi in the act recruiting Finn or trying to recruit Finn, I just want to point this out. I thought it was so cute that he told Taylor, yes, Steffi, like my however he said it, my she's right or she's always right. You should agree with her. How did
Mm-hmm.
he have that, darling? Because I liked it that. He
Oh
was
well,
like, you should listen to her because she's always right.
he basically told them, he's like, oh well, basically he's like, well, I always listen to my wife because she's always right about everything.
That's yes, and you
And
You
you
would
know
know
be
what?
wrong not to.
you know that came from off of Sheila, right?
Yep.
You
What?
know that
What
was
you
because she
mean?
was right about Sheila, and that was the big heavy hitter
Oh
thing between them
yes, yeah,
because he was
that's
so
right.
he was so against shutting her out and trying to give her a chance, and Steffi was like, "Hell no!" from the door. She got
Yes,
to go,
you
and
right, Can.
he had to get shot up and damn near died for him to believe his wife know
And
exactly what
Steffi.
she's talking about.
And Steffi got shot too. But you know what? You're right,
Yep.
Ken, because that's exactly how he said it. He was like, "I'll never doubt her again."
Mhm.
That was
Yep.
a life lesson.
So
Okay, he learned.
that's also foreshadowing. Like when Sheila kidnapped this baby, and she say my baby alive and my baby here and there, he gonna be like, I trust her.
Right.
He ain't gonna
That's what
he
he
Yeah.
ain't gonna
needs
question her
because
like Ridge questioned
Speaking
Taylor.
of that, I'm sorry, off topic. Daniel is showing back up on Young and the Restless. What about
I
I
saw
Isaac?
saw
What's
that.
that
the
Yeah,
shit.
odds
I
Lucy's
was
with
gonna
yeah.
him?
say something about that too because he too is raising Sheila's grandbaby.
Yep.
Yeah, he sure do, but that's not enough to bring me back. I retweeted it and I commented and I said what I said. I mean, I'm happy for him. He's great. I love Daniel, but it's not enough to pull me back into Young the Restless.
No, but
But
do you
I'm
think it'll push Sheila over there?
No.
Well, they know because Casey already said that him and Kimberlyn already on a live that was like her and Young and the Restless, like that's over. She has no more
But you
ties
know
over
what?
there.
It might be a crossover for Finn. Who's to say? It may be a reason why Finn might pop up in General City because aren't they from the Midwest too?
They never said where the Finnegans came from originally. They never really got into it.
I
Like they
thought it
never
said
like
it on his birth certificate or something. I read somewhere. Didn't I don't know. Maybe I'm
Well,
making this up in my head.
like we never got any dialogue or anything about anybody being back east or anything. So we never really got a clear answer on where Finn was raised at.
We never
I'm
did.
just
And
saying, if
so
Lucy
best thing
pops
on
back
town.
up, I think that's a great opportunity to have Sheila. She can go over there in her red hair.
They're not
But
gonna
see,
do it
but
though.
that
They're
would
not finished
Hell,
but
Sheila
that
back in
would
General City.
require that they acknowledge the Young and the Restless storylines about her kids. And the way Casey and them talked about it, it's like they almost disavow anything that took place outside of LA damn near.
that's what he
Correct, as they
said.
should.
He said they no longer exist. They are irrelevant.
Mm.
Now we kept bringing it up on Bowl Live, so he did at one point get to the point. Well, maybe we should put something out there. So I think he felt defeated because Sheila's kids kept coming up on every single Bowl Live, regardless who was there. And he did
Well,
get
Sheila's
worn
an
down at one point
institution.
and say maybe we should, address these kids somehow. But
Yeah,
I don't
because
think Brad Bell is with it, and I don't blame Brad Bell. We need to leave Genoa Shitty and Genoa.
it's
Ooh,
too
you heard what I
because
called it?
it's
Genoa
too
Shitty.
Well, she did
it's
kind of
too
address it though.
Sam.
She Sheila herself did kind of address it. She said, "My other children don't want to have nothing to do with me. I'm not in their life." When she was talking to Dub Deacon, so they kind of wrote it in the script to have everybody hear it.
Well, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Daisy on the run? The last time we saw her, didn't Sheila break her out of a mental
Yes, she
institution?
did. That was the last time
Mhm.
we
So
saw her
I'm
when
saying,
Sheila
wouldn't she
broke her
be
out of a
perfect
mental,
to
out of a
show
nut
up in
house.
LA and partner in crime?
Well, they don't
She
exist.
Well,
would
that's what they
if
got
they wa-
Deacon.
They don't
she
exist.
would, but you know what the problem with that is? Daisy is a Y and R creation. That's part of the problem. Now, see, we can get Mary
Yeah,
or
because of Lord.
Diana. Yeah, we
Mm-hmm.
can get Mary Warwick, the child that she has with James, or
Now,
Diana, the baby that just completely disappeared that she had with Massimo, because those are both in the beautiful creations.
I
But
Right.
would like to
getting
have Diana come back in the storyline, maybe against her brother and her niece now. I mean, like,
right,
because they never really acknowledged Diana as being Ridge's half sister.
no, they
Right.
didn't. It was just like something they said, and then we never really heard about it too much
Mm-hmm.
after it
Well, that's
happened.
my theory how Sheila got her money. She sold the girl to Massimo.
Ooh, yeah,
That's my
you.
theory.
That's not a
Mm-mm.
bad theory.
It's not.
No, it's not. But yeah, they would have to. It's like it takes some doing to import characters for something more than like a day visit or something.
Right.
And I don't know if Bold and Y&R would even want to do that because Daisy is Y&R property, so to speak.
And
Hmm.
it also would take commitment, especially for someone who hasn't popped up in a very long time, as such as Diana, and to
Mm.
have her in a role for more than, like you said, darling, a couple of episodes.
Because
That would
imagine
take.
if she was Thomas's new love interest and she was pretending to be Sheila's I can't remember Sheila's redheaded name.
Y'all
Oh,
listen, y'all.
Lord, no.
Ain't that his
Real. Ooh, that would hurt my feelings for Thomas.
But
All
that
the
would be a
time
good story though.
But
y'all
all the
oh,
time he
since
don't
we
have an interest, and then he get one, and it's his great auntie or whatever. 'Cause-
so y'all
No,
we
no,
know
no, no,
we
no,
want
no,
to
no, not Diana, not Diana. I'm sorry, Daisy.
oh, oh, ooh.
Well, I don't
But
think
see,
that.
but that's the whole thing. So if y'all listening to Darling, Daisy don't belong to Brad Bell.
Right.
Right,
So
right,
we need to
right.
stop. So we need to really let Y&R have their people. Sheila already has 2 damn bastards out here running around that we can claim. Let Y&R have those other 2 that they made. We got
Right.
Right.
enough. We got enough characters. We don't need those 2. We
We
got
got
2.
enough for
Sheila
two
got 2
little
kids.
kids.
She got 2 missing
Besides,
daughters here in
the
Finn. She got
the
a,
only
a missing a son and daughter over there in GC. Can that just be that?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. The only thing I'm looking forward to Daniel's return is hoping that Lily and Billy is over and she get back with Daniel. That's about it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
trying
I
to
Wait
don't
a
get?
care for
minute,
Lily, so I don't care
darling.
what she does.
Was
Oh
that
man,
you?
Yeah? What?
You want
you.
Lily and Daniel to get back together?
Oh
Like
I
Yeah,
Lord.
they
could
was
de-
great love.
I
Yeah.
could deal
Why
with Dilly.
not?
I could deal with Daniel and Lily better than I can deal with Lily and Billy. It's not nothing's really fantastic, but they're better than Lily and Billy.
listen, what is it with Lily and Billy? Because you know, Jason Thompson is an incredible actor. He's extremely handsome, sexy, smooth. I love looking at him. I love listening to his voice. What is it that so turns anybody off with Billy and
They don't
any
have any
couple?
chemistry.
Because
They
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 have
have
didn't. They
no
not
they
nothing.
have
chemistry.
no chemistry and she spends most of her time babysitting him.
And
Yes.
Okay,
it's
because
not.
Crystal Khalil was a chemistry magnet back when I used to watch Y&R. There wasn't a soul she didn't have chemistry with that I can recall. I was about to ship her and Devon one time.
Yeah,
And I
but
Yeah,
remember
but
they wanted.
sometimes it's like that. Like, look at Thorsten K. He has chemistry with everybody else but
But
Catherine Kelly
KK now.
Lane. It's
You
just
got a
like
point,
that
Angela.
sometimes.
You got a point.
and but
Exactly.
you know,
So
it also begs to wonder if this person is supposed to be in this full-fledged legacy committed relationship. This is one of the legacy couples. How come they hired him anyway? They hired him because they knew that they were going to break bridge up. In my opinion, I don't
Oh, you
know.
talking about Brooke and you talking about Taylor
Yeah.
and Ridge.
Yeah, because
well
in
it's
the
because
beginning he was
Thurston
not with
Ridge
Brooke when he first came back. He was kind
no.
of like he was with Katie, and then he was with Caroline, and then he got with Brooke for a little bit. Then he broke up with Brooke. Then he got with Shauna, and now he on this seesaw with Brooke again with
Quinn. He
Taylor's in
went
the
to
mix.
Quinn first. He went to Quinn
Oh
after
yeah.
Caroline.
The thing
Yeah.
is, Thurston's Ridge has had more chemistry with every woman except for
Yep.
Brooke.
Yeah,
It's a fact.
that
It's an
that
unfortunate fact, but it is what
mm,
it is. Now,
very
what I
fortunate.
would like to talk about for today's show is I would like to talk about the subtext of. I know we all gonna have a lot to say and ask the question of, and this is my question. Now, obviously, I know everybody in this chat knows enough of Bold and Beautiful history to know that what came out of Brooke's mouth today was a complete lie about how she never did
Oh,
anything
Oh my
underhanded.
whole
goodness.
face.
No, but maybe
But
that's what she believes. Maybe she actually believes that in her
See,
own head.
and
and
here's the thing.
how
I
she chopped it
feel
up and saying, "Oh, it was because I loved him. I've always loved
She
him." So that's how
justifying
you chop it
sleeping.
up.
She's
Always.
justifying breaking
that,
into that family.
Yeah.
and this is the thing. And the way she said, part of the thing is this. First of all, I don't know if y'all caught it, but Hope Shaw was cutting her fucking eyes when she said that.
I said it. I
Yes.
said that. I said it
I
was
saw
something
that.
about the way she looked, like she just didn't believe shit Brooke was saying. And
You
on top of
said
that,
that,
she
Ken
waited for the
Ken.
other shoe to drop. And then Hope just did not come across like, her usual self. She looked like she was actually trying to question her mama for
Yeah,
a
she was
change.
dubious. Dubious.
Yeah,
That look was dubious.
I liked it.
So did I. I was like, she was like, well, and when she said, well, maybe I did
Bullshit.
do it. And Hope looked at her. She was like, but it's not like I did anything underhanded. Rich just
Right.
loved me more.
And
I was like,
manipulative. I didn't manipulate him. I'm not keeping him hostage. I
I
love that
just
she
loved
looked that
him.
way.
That's
He
all.
loved
I
I
me
just
back.
love
loved
that Hope
him.
looked that
And he
way.
loved me right back. You
Yeah,
Yes.
know, he loved
yeah.
his family.
And
He
that's
kept
Mm-hmm.
when
throwing the
Hope gave
draws
her
at him.
that look. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, she wasn't buying it.
Hope of all people was looking at her like, yeah, I was born at night, but not last night. My damn.
Right. She calling bullshit on her own mama. That's
Now, of
how
course,
it
she's
looked
not.
like.
But you know,
Now, of course, she's
why would the writers
that's
put that in her
and
mouth?
that
I
and
just think
Sam,
that's
you
how I
got,
just think that's
That,
how Brooke remembers it. I
that's
really
how
but
I
do.
read it today.
Sam, you
The
hit
whole
on
episode, the
what
whole
my full
episode was
question is
right.
about
It was
that.
The
You
whole
hit on
episode was to incite both fan clubs, though, Sam. Like they were incited on the other side because all is forced to fan, all is forced to love, and we got incited off of one sentence that Brooke said.
Okay,
well, there
so
was a couple.
go ahead, darling. What were you fixing to say?
What? Well, that's what my real question is, because my thing is this: I don't believe what Brooke said. Nobody who's watched this show prior to Brad Bell rewriting history believes this. So my question is this: that I don't see that statement as something Brooke is saying. I see that statement as something the writers are saying. So my question is, what is the purpose of that statement that anyone who has watched this show prior to the rewrite of history easily can verify that that's a lie? What is the purpose of the writers putting those words into Brooke's mouth?
Because they're always trying to tell us what we should think and how we should feel and who we should be rooting for. They have a bad habit of that.
Yes, they do.
You know what I call it?
But
That's the man fuck. That's when they man fuck you. That's when
Tell
they
it,
call
Right.
you
Sam.
sis.
Tell it,
So you
Sam.
know what happened also on top of Brooke saying, "Oh, I didn't do anything manipulating or underhanded to take Ridge from Taylor. I just loved him, and he loved me right back." So that to me was Brooke justifying anything that she did during that time, because like we always say, just like Hope, and how she went after a married father to be, is that they don't care when they put their eyes on it and they think it belongs to them. They justify it in their mind. Hope justified it that she had to rescue and save Liam from his pregnant wife.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Hope's justification was.
Look,
Now
both
Brooks,
Hope and Brooke both come from the same school of thought. I saw them first. That's why when I
yes,
keep hearing Hope fans say, but they were together first, and so what? He left her
Steffi
and
was
married
his wife
Steffi.
first. They
right.
were dating. They were dating. They
Yeah, they
weren't
weren't
married.
married. He was actually married to
Exactly. He married
Steffi.
Steffi first, twice, and third.
Exactly. So
And,
that's
and
why I
when
rolled
when
my
Hope
eyes
lost
at
her
that they were
virginity,
together
she
first
lost her
argument.
virginity to Steffi's husband.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's
That was
that.
her. That was on
But
her.
we know that. But so this is where the man fuck comes in, where they try to flip the script, just like with all that Deacon stuff, and they flip the script with Sheila in the bottle. When we saw that Brooke had did everything prior to that, all Sheila did was allow her to drink. And Brooke even admitted afterwards that she and Deacon kissed. It was a coordinated thing, and they enjoyed it because it felt right in the moment. But we still get her absolved of everything she did before and after, even after admitting her feelings about it. She still gets absolved. So we also had Steffi telling, Taylor telling Ridge that Brooke is gonna make a mistake again. She ain't even gonna do it on purpose. It's just who she is. They set in this narrative that things just befall around Brooke. And that's how they built Brooke up to be the character she is. She was always the one walking around creating the madness, which is great when you walking around creating the madness. But I don't like her sitting over here crying now, claiming she's always been the victim and she's the victim now. That's not gonna fly with me. So I don't know what the
well,
powers that be trying to do with this narrative. We've seen the show. You can't build her up like this, and then you want to try to mind fuck us and
not
say,
to
"Oh,
us.
that never happened."
Not to us. You can't. Because the part that was the overall tonage of Brooke and Hope's conversation to me was to set up this victimization role of poor Brooke and mean old Taylor and her wicked, 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 bratty little children are just pressuring Ridge. They're pressuring Ridge. They're pushing Ridge. They're forcing Ridge. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. What are you gonna do, Mom? Blah blah. I'm like, girl, if you don't shut up, your
Never
mama.
mind.
And,
Never
and
mind
they're
the
right
fact that
though.
Ridge is a 60-year-old man, but we'll
Right,
leave
but
that
see,
somewhere else.
they don't see the
Exactly.
difference though. Steffi is doing that. Thomas is doing that. I don't see
Hmm.
Thomas and Steffi doing anything different than Brooke did herself on behalf
Precisely.
of Hope. When Hope determined that Liam wasn't happy enough with his pregnant wife and that she had to save him. It was her job. Brooke took up the calls, and every chance she got, she talked down to Steffi to Liam. But look at Hope. She's perfect. She'd never do that to you. Steffi's
Exactly.
going to end up being with Bill. I
Yep.
mean, that was their whole thing. But now they can't seem to see that Ridge is happier with Taylor, and Steffi and Thomas is trying to rescue Ridge away from Brooke. They just don't see the turnaround.
No, they don't like that. They can't accept that their own playbook has been flipped on them, and they're running it play by play.
Correct. They getting played. They getting beat at their own damn game. Because regardless, if Steffi and Thomas are urging Ridge and encouraging Ridge, Ridge's heart is going to do what the hell it wants. His penis is too. They both gonna do what they want, regardless what Thomas and Steffi say. You know why? Because he always has. Regardless if he stays with Brooke or if he leaves Taylor, I'm good either way. Honestly, because we can get Steffi to stop talking about it. We can move Taylor on to something else that's interesting. And Brooke and Ridge can have their year from December 8th December 10th when Taylor first set foot on screen until whenever they hook them back up. They would have used Taylor all that time just for a Brooke and Ridge storyline that we've seen 35 times before.
Well, that's the thing. Late December makes it a year since Krista, bless her soul, has stepped into Taylor's shoes. So we're coming up much sooner than we all actually anticipate, because it's already October. We're already halfway through the month.
Right.
So it's like we're coming up on that a lot sooner than they think. So It's like, look, either y'all gonna shift this story forward, or y'all are gonna it should have get off the pot time, basically. Right. And we are a year in.
Even when Hope was cast, and she came in like January 10, somewhere right around 1st of January. They had her and Liam knocked up and married by what? August? September?
Let's see. Steffi gave. Yeah, well, they were at the altar when Steffi gave birth in what, April?
But they didn't get married until after Steffi had the baby. Remember?
Right. Then they had the baby. Then Steffi had her baby, and then everything went to hell, and they ended up.
Yep.
Yeah.
August, September. So now we in September now. So by this time, after Hope came back in and did all her damage, because all I'm seeing this is 2008.
Yeah, September. I'm saying it's October. Lord, my whole calendar's off.
But so listen, literally, we at this point. But at this point, Liam and Hope was married with a baby on the way. What the hell are they going to do with this? They're going to keep dragging this for us to end up where we started in December of 2021?
Probably.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So that's not a payoff to me.
No, I don't believe it is either. It's one of the reasons. It's like,
honestly, I feel like they're never going to go the Tridge route until they can figure out what to do with Brooke. And I think that's what this whole thing is about, right? Like, it's like, okay, we're going to put Brooke and Ridge back together, fine. If we're not going to put Brooke and Ridge back together, what are we going to do with Brooke? Because I feel like that's the show's number one priority.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I just don't get why they can't write for a single Brooke. I mean,
exactly.
The last time they did that, they made her a drunk. That's that is what happened the last time Brooke was fully single. Not screwing around with Bill or whatever. The last time she was 100% single, living in that house by herself, she was a drunkard, getting slapped in the face by Quinn for minding people's business because she had nerve enough to be talking about how you can't marry Deacon. It's like, well, you don't want him. You just don't want me to have him. Sit down, clack.
Yep.
And one thing that I found very interesting at the end of Hope and Brooke's, because Hope and Brooke's scenes were the ones that had the most subtext today. The Foresters, I enjoyed their scenes, but everything that they said was pretty much on the surface. Everybody was shooting straight, so to speak.
Right.
They were pretty much saying exactly what they meant to each other.
Right.
So another thing with Hope and Brooke's scenes was that Hope said that she felt like this fragile peace that they managed was basically almost over, or it already was. Of course, my first thing was that, honey, the only reason that y'all had peace was because y'all was getting y'all way.
They
That's
got
why,
everything they wanted.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's why it
Fact,
was so
girl.
peaceful.
Fact. Yep,
I'll
you're right,
never
bro.
forget that scene. I'll never forget that scene. When, because I remember, because this is when Jackie was first pregnant with Rise, and she hadn't announced it, and I think everybody had picked up that she was gaining weight, but nobody knew she was pregnant. So I remember the scene after Steffi had done took off that ring, she gave it back, and she was walking around all bossed up around Forrester, talking about she didn't need a man to make her whole. That was her whole stick for like 3 weeks. Hope and Liam went off screen for about a month after that. Y'all remember?
Yes, it was a lovely month.
That it was. They went completely dark and off screen for a month, maybe even longer. And I remember when Hope showed her ass back up. She was showing by this point because she wasn't showing before. She showing in a blue dress. I'll never forget it. Steffi had on this suit, and I could see that the button was about to pop off.
She went to that was when she
had
went to the
changed her
cabin to see
suit.
Hope, wasn't it?
Huh?
She went to the cabin to see Hope, wasn't it? Because she
No,
had a health scare.
Hope came and talked to her something in the office, and this is right around the time Steffi caught Kit Bill and Brooke kissing in one of those offices, and she told her.
Oh, okay.
And she was telling Hope about it, but Hope came to her like, Steffi, I know that this, that, and the other, and things put behind us, and me and Liam, and this and that. Her whole tune was different. She was a whole. That's when she turned into a sugar baby. Because before that, she was in Steffi's face telling her that she wasn't going to be the only family. That Steffi and Kelly was going to be the outsiders with Liam, and her and Beth was going to be his core family. Or her
That's
and her
right.
baby was going to be his
Yep.
core family. But my point to all that is that she didn't want to play nice until she had everything she wanted locked down and secured with her trap baby and the
Yep.
ring on her finger. So yes, how did she just say that fragile truce?
Fragile
It was
peace.
never really a truce, bitch.
No, it
It was
wasn't.
okay. I'm gonna let you have his raggedy ass. That's what that was.
Well,
Now
no, the true
it's
hope
back
is gonna
home.
come back out once Douglas goes back to Thomas.
And you know that truce even started. It didn't even start with Hope. It started because that's what Steffi wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Steffi was the one who said, let's end this carousel and not be like our parents. Hope
Yeah.
probably would have just been fine because she never broke her peace.
Yep.
No, she didn't.
Well,
Even
but
when
don't forget though, Liam was trying to come home to Steffi before Steffi told him
Twice.
she was not an option.
yes,
Twice.
Go do what you want to do.
not
Yep.
wait, not just that, but and this part will always stick out for me. After Steffi made her decision, and Bill gave her the shares of Forrester back anyway, and after she announced to everyone for the first time in God knows how many years, Forrester Creations will now 100% family owned again. And her and Liam were in the main office talking. Ridge, Brooke, and Hope were across the hall. And Brooke was like, well, honey, you should go over there. You should be
Sure
with
did.
them right now. She
Yep.
said, that's what I mean. That's when I hear all this BS about how unfair it is that Steffi and them are acting like this. I'm like, wasn't even allowed to have a conversation with the father of her child alone
In her
about
office.
Mm-hmm.
In her own damn
anything
office.
in her
I
own
remember
damn
that.
office
Yep.
without Brooke telling Hope that she needed to be over there with them, because she
Yep.
was so terrified that Steffi was going to say, I decided I don't want Bill and I really want you, Liam. Do you want me back?
Right.
Period.
And
Okay.
Brooke had
Yep.
also tell her that you should not be satisfied with Steffi proposing to you. You need to make Liam propose to you. Oh, dumbass had to go and follow her mom, but she couldn't even, understand what was happening. She was so happy to finally have what she wanted, like the petulant child she is. She didn't care how she got it.
Yeah, she wanted that ring on her finger so bad that
And
once she
she
finally
took
got
it.
it,
Yeah.
it didn't matter who the hell put it on there. And
She
so
was gritted like a Cheshire cat.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it was
Standing there like, hold on, wait a minute, you can't just do that. She was like, I just did it. Go forth and be happy.
Who gonna check
exactly.
in?
I'm out. checked out. Here you go. There's the ring. There's the man. Y'all do y'all. I'ma do me, and me and my daughter gonna be just fine.
And that was a full circle moment, if y'all recall, because the first time that Steam got engaged, he used Hope ring. So it
Yeah.
was full circle
Yep.
that it meant a whole lot that Hope got Steffi ring. So
Yep.
I'm gonna need y'all to know I needed that to happen. That's how it happened.
It did.
Exactly.
Exactly.
We've
Exactly.
couple, and you
And
were
it's
right,
Leo's fault
Can.
that Steffi had his mom's ring because Hope took it off her finger. I mean Hope didn't give it to Steffi. Hope just gave it back to Liam. Liam gave it to Steffi. Liam so basically this is how I have to explain it to these Hope fans to really want to really get into it with me. Liam didn't love Hope enough to wait for her coochie. So that's how come he
How you
proposed to
doing?
Steffi, had sex with her, took her to Aspen to marry her. Because
How you
he
doing?
didn't love Hope enough to wait for the cookie.
Uh-huh.
That's
Say that
all it
again.
boils down to.
He
That's
never
right.
loves
Somebody had that quote that Ridge said to him in the hospital floating around on Twitter, and that still stands.
Yep,
Yep, I
you never
saw
loved
that.
anybody
He was
enough
gonna dump. He didn't love Hope
to
enough
forgive
to.
him.
He was gonna dump Hope because he thought she kissed Thomas.
He did dump her. And had sex with Steffi. Woke up the next morning talking shit about it, and then went to Thomas' house and dragged her ass for filth before he
Yep.
found out that she hadn't done nothing.
Until she was able to get him to understand. I wasn't in here last night. This was a
He
damn
blasted
mannequin.
her ass with both
Yeah.
Well,
barrels.
she was there. She had dinner. Her, Douglas, and Thomas, they had dinner, but she
Mhm.
left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That
And
just
because he's a
But
stalker, he
yeah,
had that tracker on her and she left her phone behind or something. And he thought she was still over there when he went back because he's a stalker. Oh, I can't stand Leo.
but what he didn't do is stick around to talk to the love of his life, to ask
Who was with
her
a
about the cookie.
dangerous, crazy
Yes.
person.
The big
how
bad
much
Right.
wolf.
Ask
effort
the love of his life
how
and
much
say, how
effort
could you? Right. He couldn't.
how
You
much
know why?
effort
Because he was looking for the first opportunity that he
yeah.
could to get away from her. Because that's
Mm-hmm.
why when the opportunity came, he got away from her instinctively.
He did it,
And
and
he
that's the
even said
third
out his
time he
own
did
mouth,
that.
he wasn't even thinking. He just ended up at Steffi house. Like he said that she was what? His compass, his constant. Man,
Yeah,
sit your ass down.
His
You
he's
wanted
confidence, his
Hope.
constant. That's right.
He wanted
yeah.
Hope.
Mhm.
That's not the only time he did that too. And the first time Hope seen it with her own eyes in Italy, when she seen that video, he didn't care. He's not going to go and bust down no doors and tear down walls to go and find the truth. Him and Hope are very similar in that capacity because all she had to do was say, oh, when she seen them kissing in that Jeep. She
Yep.
didn't say that. She turned around. She go
And
put the
ran.
ring on the mantle and make a big old show out of it. So
And he did not go behind her.
nope,
He did
And the
not
next
go.
time,
He did not go. He didn't love her enough to
nope.
go behind her and say, "Please take my ring." He didn't give a shit. He replaced her ass. Is what
Within
Yep.
he did.
less than 5 minutes, he replaced her.
Yes,
mhm. And
indeed,
she's been
and
no
had
better.
sex with her. I mean, literally, and slept with her, and the next day planned a trip with her to
Went
Aspen, and
and
then he said, "I do."
married her. Okay, I'm gonna need
And
y'all to know. Show
and
me the
hope
time he done that with Hope. Show me the
and
time
hope
when
and
Steffi left him. He went and not. He went without trying to verify what was wrong with Steffi. Why are you leaving me? What happened? He tried to build a whole relationship with Hope, but he couldn't. He had to take a flight to Paris to go find out what was wrong. Why did you leave me like that? And then still begged her to come home.
And I
So,
always found it interesting that when Jackie is off screen, literally, when she wasn't even on the show, they kept Steffi's name alive and made her a problem in Liam and Hope's relationship when even she wasn't even on screen. Hope was
needed
turning
something for him to
quiet
do.
because she was insanely jealous of Steffi, who was across the pond at Paris.
they had to relevate. They had to make at hashtag hot relevant because Steffi is so powerful that she left some type of scarring on Leah. She all over in Paris trying to heal from her broken heart from her having a miscarriage. She making it hard for him to move on, so she want to have a reason to move on with Wyatt. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's all crazy.
It always is. Wait, and the one thing that I found very interesting at the end of Hope and Brooke's scenes was the hug, where Brooke was telling her that she was the most wonderful, bestest daughter a mother could have, and how much they love each other
Yes.
always and forever. That look on Hope's face when she was over Brooke, because I always pay attention to that. When characters are hugging each other and looking over each other's shoulders, Hope had
Yeah.
this look on her face. I don't know what that was about.
Yes,
She
that
knows that her
Can
mom is
Can said that
delusional.
earlier in our space. Can was like, she said that was old devilish look. I mean, she couldn't place it. Now, for me, I felt like, it was concern, it was
Yes.
doubt, it
Right.
Yep.
was,
Yep.
but it was all for Brooke.
Right.
It was,
Right.
she waiting on the
so
other shoe to drop.
She
yeah.
right. She know Brooke living in La La Land right now.
Uh-huh.
She
I
know it's
think so.
delusional because even Hope said out her mouth, "I've seen the stolen moments between you and Ridge." No,
Hmm.
she if she's seen it, she's also seen Ridge more than allowing Taylor to pour herself all over him, and he is drinking every ounce of her in.
That's because
But
the
she
moment
told
they
him
split,
that.
they
She
gave
told him
away.
she didn't want to tell her mama everything. So Hope
Exactly.
knows.
That's why she was looking concerned for
Uh-huh.
Brooke because she knows Brooke is around here being delusional about her dap
Yep,
while
like
Ridge
you
has
said.
already fallen in love with Taylor and he hasn't had that cookie in 20 years.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
she been
but
doing Kegels.
oh,
oh, she did do it, King.
yeah.
That was so
That
funny.
note. She talking about that note.
That was so
That note that Crystal, the note that Taylor left on the computer, and the thing is,
Yes.
some enterprising fan, zoomed in on that, and somebody was like, "Wait, does that say what I think it says?" And
Yep.
Krista Allen responded, she said, "Oh, I was just writing down whatever. I didn't know nobody was gonna be able to see."
Exactly.
My
And she
thing, so
says,
my thing
"Hey
is, she
Ridge,
said,
I've been doing Kegels. Call me,
you're
Taylor."
right.
Yes,
So,
honey. So
so
yes,
my,
while Hope knows that while Brooke is over there, holding tight to her dreams of when her dap was WAP, Ridge is already checked out of the marriage. Thomas told Brooke, yeah, I have to agree with Steffi. When you see my dad when he's with my mom, and my dad when he's with your mom, it's a clear difference. It's easy to see who he belongs with.
That's
So, and
exactly
even
how
she
he
would be
sounds.
looking like sad because she too has seen it.
Yep.
Even if she won't admit it out loud, she done synced it. She synced it.
But
Correct.
wait a minute, darling. Wait a minute, Sam. The look that Hope was given,
yes.
during the hug, during
Hmm.
the hug scene. Let's go back to the reminder for the physical. So Hope is seeing Brooke. Okay, the look could be Hope is seeing Brooke for the delusions. So what if that reminder, what if that missed appointment or her physical will be that Brooke is suffering from some type of hysteria, caused by menopause?
We
Who
already
knows?
talked about that.
I
No,
want
but
to
what
So
I'm
ask
what?
a
saying is,
question. I want to ask a question.
what is that look for though? I mean, why is she doubting? What is that concern about? I mean, that
Can,
I
was
think
that,
I
can I
agree
say
with
something
y'all
about that
that
look?
is concern. Oh, go ahead.
but for what? Why was the dialogue placed there? Why was she, what is Hope thinking right now? What was she thinking at that very moment?
Her
My
mama
take.
finna lose her man.
Right.
Can I
Because
please
Hope
say
saw.
something about that?
Hope sees what's going on. Hope Brooke has not gone, just like Can said the other night. Brooke is choosing by choice not to come around because she does not want to see what everyone else sees. She's in denial. Now, if she, because remember when Ridge showed up and Taylor was there, she tried to hug and kiss on Ridge, and he pulled back when he
Yeah.
saw Taylor
He
looking.
pumped the brakes. Yeah.
He did pull back when he saw Taylor looking. Brooke knows Taylor was looking. That's why she did it. So Brooke already knows that she's got competition and she doesn't want to face it. Hope sees her mom being delusional about Ridge. Hope, the mealy mouth Hope had to run from her shed with her hippie bag in hand to Steffi, Queen Steffi Fashionista Forrester Finnegan, to the CEO's office and interrupt her in a conversation with the CEO's brother, talking back, that's enough bashing my mom. And Steffi said, I'm not going to apologize for saying anything that everybody already knows.
Right.
And when Hope had something, well, this, that, and the other, she said to Thomas, did I lie?
Yep.
Straight like
she
that.
Said, sorry, not sorry. I want my dad and mom together. I want my dad away from your mom. Your mom, she's a hot mess. She done screwed everybody in my family. She didn't respect my mom's marriage. Now you take your raggedy ass and your hippie ass purse back to the shed in that raggedy ass hand-me-down I gave you and get the fuck out my office. That's why she went to her mom's house looking sad in the face and concerned because she see what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
And this whole time I've been thinking Brooke is overconfident.
Doing it behind your back.
She is. She still is overconfident though, Lady Sanchez, but she's
maybe
overconfident about the wrong thing. Like, okay, and Hope see the shit. She see how it's playing out, and she see the, like, in my opinion, I think a lot of that, what she was saying, how that look was placed, it's playing out, it's gonna play out in two ways. She see her mom is overconfident about her placement with Ridge and how Taylor is not really a quote unquote threat because she's actually been in the middle. See, Brooke has not seen those quote unquote stolen looks. She is living in her own world. She's living in her own imagination because she honestly feels like, oh, all I got to do is just throw a dinner and put on some lingerie and we'll be right back to where we were. You know,
but that would make her delusional, though.
But hold on, but wait. But that's the thing. Can kind of just hit it on the nose because what was one of the first things out of Brooke's mouth today? That her and Ridge's relationship is at its best when they're completely out of reality.
When they shut
out everything else. That's literally Brooke saying that when the rest of the world is not present, when they're on the other side of a wall and it's just me and him, everything is perfect. But that's not reality. Because the rest of the world is Taylor and Steffi and Thomas. And I think Hope, to some degree, is seeing, even though she won't say it to her mom, because she's not going to really say that to her mom, is that you're talking about how you and Ridge reconnect the best when it's just the two of y'all, but it's not just the two of y'all. And you trying to create a situation where it's just the two of y'all, where you can make him remember why y'all are so fantastic together. That's not something that lasts because it's only for the moment or it's only for the night. Because
Can I ask y'all a question? I want to ask y'all a question about that look for y'all to change the topic. Now, y'all talking about this look, right? Do y'all think that this look that Hope did is also going to come into play with her thinking about what her mama told her when it comes back to bite her in the ass about Liam? Because she said, Brooke said out of her mouth, well, I never held him hostage. You know, I never manipulated him. I only was always in love with him. So if hashtag Brim takes off with the wings we know is coming, is she going to forgive her mama as quick now? Now that y'all, because y'all, last time we talked about this, y'all said she was going to forgive Brooke. And I said, no,
not me. Not me. I said she going to be the hell up out that damn house.
Right. So after today, do y'all still think that she going to forgive her mama?
Yes, because that is the pattern. She's going to be mad for a couple of months. She might be mad for a year. But at the end of the day, she gonna end up just like Katie and Bridget. I don't know why y'all don't see it because they never gonna let Brooke Logan take a L. And Hope
I
is
don't know.
her favorite child. So they're not
It's
gonna let her
because she.
take a L with her most favorite child.
Not for long.
That's right. That's
Exactly.
right to an extent, Bubbles. That's because she has been the chosen one. She the golden child, and because she the golden child and the chosen one, this one is the one that's gonna flip the script.
I'm with
Listen,
Can Can. I mean, I have a change of heart. Can Can, I feel like I'm in agreement with you. I
I
don't
feel
think
like
Hope
that.
is going to forgive Brooke. I feel like Brad Bell, he's probably about to do something that he hasn't done before. It's going to be taboo.
Yep,
listen.
that's what I think too.
Something
I
hit me,
think.
guys,
Gonna
before I
be mad
forget.
at Brooke forever. She is not gonna be mad at Brooke forever. We might get
Oh
a
no, no, no! When I say when she's going to be mad at her, I'm saying it's going to be a significant amount of time, not forever, the entire length of the show. Like I don't think it's going to be like. I think that Hope is finally going to be able to use her brain, and her brain is going to spin off of these spidey senses,
Yep.
and she's going to actually start seeing her mama for who she was
Yep.
all
Because
along.
Steffy put it on her mind when she
Yep,
went over there to read Steffy and got read. That's when it started because
yep.
she
And
shut Hope down.
and
Because I
Hope
because of
think
was
what
that's what
Brooke
thinking.
that
said
look was
today.
about.
I
I
give
think.
Well,
6 months
and because of
to
what Brooke
a
said
year
today.
before Hope is in a position where she's ready to move past it and be buddy with her mama. But she gonna be just like Katie. She
That's
gonna
right. And she gonna take Liam back too.
yeah, she's gonna take Liam back
Well,
because
the
The
one
grass
thing
is
I'll
gonna be
give,
hot
the
that
one thing
day.
I'll give Hope's props for, but she didn't forget Flo.
Okay,
right.
Well,
That,
yeah,
so
because
that's
so
different.
bastard.
I
That's
gotta
the.
interject something before we get too far off the topic. Because something hit me when y'all were still talking about Hope looking worried when she was hugging Brooke in La La Land. But we were talking, we started off, or the first thing I wrote down in my notes today was Brooke's yearly physical. Now it just hit me. What if in Brooke does have something going on with her? And what if she does something to hurt Taylor due to whatever this health issue is? It could be anything. But Hope is now already looking worried about her mom. Her mom done missed a doctor's appointment. So I'm looking at everything and I'm just like, what if something is wrong with Brooke and she ends up hurting Taylor? Something's got to bring the Foresters down, right? Because we
You
they
mean like the slopes? Like when Brooke? You talking about like like minor hurt or some majorly?
no minor, of course,
Oh,
nothing
okay,
major. We just got Taylor back, so we're not gonna put her in a hospital bed
right. So
because Brooke
she's
is going to be the one that's ill. But right, but Brooke probably is the one that's got some kind of an issue because it's all bringing back. We know they are going to drag this because Bridge is their couple, and they gonna use Krista Allen for as long as they can, and they can use her forever because she's brilliant. She makes the everyday shit and the repetition looks fantastic on her, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
They gonna drag us. So
you
I
got
can
damn
see
right.
Bridge staying with Brooke because of some kind of illness that she has. And the illness is probably found out because of her hurting Taylor in some way. But by that time, it's going to be too late because Ridge is going to be done, gave Taylor the D. And that's going to be making it even more harder for him to pull away from Taylor to go back and take care of old sick ass Brooke and her broken ankle and
Cause
whatever else
he,
wrong with her.
cause he did. Now, you make a very valid point in my opinion, Sam, because it has shown, like as of recent, he had gone back to Brooke because she got a freaking broken ankle
Broken
from
ankle.
tripping up the stairs, and she has gone back to Brooke. He has gone back to Brooke because of the kids. It is always because of some duty type of stuff, and that's
Right.
my thing. That's my thing too. Like whatever is going to happen with Brooke is going to be him being there out of obligating some
Right.
type of duty.
Because I
Yeah.
also found the dialogue today when Hope said it's almost like they feel like they're righting some wrong. Yes,
Hmm.
that's
Mm-hmm.
exactly what would happen if Tridge reunited. It would be righting a wrong.
Yes, I'm glad you said that, Sam. Because I let's can we talk about that now, lady? Can we get into that
That was
comment?
on my notes too. We need to get into it. Go ahead, Can Can.
Yes, because she touched on the tip of a very big iceberg when she said that. She said a mouthful, in my opinion, because this is exactly what Taylor represents. She's righting the wrongs of her history there in LA, in my opinion. So yeah, I think that it's going to be all this that's been happening right now. It has been righting all the wrongs, aka Bell's rewrites. So
It
can we
was
get
it
into
was
that, or we gonna talk about something else?
I appreciated that that was in the dialogue because that
Me too.
is some sort of acknowledgement to
Mm-hmm.
those of us that truly do feel that this would be righting a wrong. So to me,
Yes,
that
it
was a
is.
positive sign that they again there are no throwaway lines anymore
You
in what
better believe
direction
it.
we going, but keeping in mind knowing that they're going to drag it because Brooke is that Brooke is their character and Bridge is their golden ship, and they're going to drag this now. How long can they drag us? And when I say they could drag us for a long time, I repeat, Krista Allen, everybody, Krista Allen, they could
Yeah.
drag us
How
forever
long are they gonna drag Krista Allen?
as long as they damn want to. You know why? Because that's the only reason they cast her back was to drag her for Bridge. They didn't realize that what they were getting was gold. And what they
Yeah.
are doing
Exactly.
is they are playing into it because even if they drag us, and we already, Steffi even said out of dialogue, Mom,
Uh-oh.
Sam,
Oh,
Sam,
you
oh,
we
went
lost
dead,
Sam.
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 Oh, no.
Oh,
Did Sam get herself kicked out?
yeah, she's out.
Yeah.
So,
She probably
yeah.
accidentally hit one of them buttons like I do. I
No,
hit
but
the
I
back
do
button too
agree.
many
I
times.
do agree with you guys. I think that was the whole thing. But she was so great in the role, and she has so much chemistry that they had to do a change of plans.
I don't
They
think
did
that.
the
I
same
think that
thing with Krista.
I think
You
they
know?
purposely hired Krista on because they know that they want to keep the Taylor character on. I don't think that they hired her just to serve a purpose to prop Bridge for another breakup to make up shit. If that's the case, they didn't need Taylor for that. They could have brought Shauna back.
No, they couldn't, because Denise Richards is out here making her coins somewhere else. She ain't have the time for it the first time. She definitely ain't got the time for it now.
I have to agree with Sam. I think they did it's possible they brought Taylor, just to prop Bridge, but they didn't expect Chris Allen to be gold. Same thing with Tanner. They didn't expect him to be long
Oh,
term.
I agree. They thought we were gonna be like, oh, we wanted Steffi to have a love interest, but now that she does, we realize it's Liam. Nah, nah,
Yeah,
nah, nah.
exactly.
Ain't crazy as hell if
Exactly.
they thought that. Ain't crazy as
They
hell. We've been
but
petitioning for two and a
that's
half
what they
years.
thought. They thought we were really just some posers, some
Out here
Sting
pump faking.
fans posing, pretending that we wanted Steffi to have
Yeah,
a
because
new
we was
love.
just mad because he was
I
with her.
I don't give a damn what ship Steffi is on. I'm team Steffi all the fucking way. If she want to be on the steel ship, all right, okay. But I have my own hidden feelings. But I'm gonna support my girl. At the same time, I am not finna sit back and keep sending her with this triangle shit. When we
Exactly.
want something and we finally got it, we finna be behind 100%. Ain't nobody finna be half-ass and pump faking on what we want for 2.5
Exactly.
years. And when we finally get it, and we know he don't like change, he like triangles. Brad should know better.
But he didn't. But I'm telling you, he didn't think Tanner. He found out after they killed Tanner off. He seen the love. He was like, Tanner, he actually got a fan base. He wasn't expecting it. So I can agree with Sam. They probably didn't think Krista or bringing back Taylor. They didn't think it was probably just going to be a temporary. She was going to be a prop for Bridge. But when she got there, oh my goodness. The
But Tanner is a newbie, and Taylor character is
But
a
Krista is
legacy
too
character.
though. Yeah, but
But
it's a new Taylor though. It's a new Taylor and she is great. And didn't somebody say last week, didn't somebody mention or say something about TK was wanting or
yes,
hinting
yes,
that he wanted to try
He wanted to get
trends.
out
He
of the
wanted
bridge.
something. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he said that, and he also said he was gonna go on a vacation, extended vacation. So I guess that's his kicking and screaming. Like, if I don't get something out of this other than this bridge, I'm gonna go on extended
Oh
vacation.
no, Casey said he went already.
Yeah,
He
Yeah, but
I
said
know,
he
but
went and came back.
I know, but the original thing that he was saying
the
was going to
original
be
plan, he was going on
a
sabbatical.
long vacation. Like he was going to be out in these streets for maybe 6 months or something. But we didn't even realize he was gone on this vacation that he took down. You know, he wasn't really missed. Like when we don't see Steffi on script because she on maternity leave, she's missed. We didn't miss
Right.
We missed Ridge at all. So what he was saying before, it sounded like we was gonna miss him.
Because he didn't want it. He wanted
Yeah,
out. But
I
he got
know.
Krista. We got Krista, and he liked
Yes,
that. So
yes,
he took a little vacation, a little probably 10 days because we didn't miss him. But
right,
Ridge or TK, he was saying he was gonna take a sabbatical. So that's at
exactly.
least 30,
You know what?
60
You're right too,
days.
guys. Because on that last boat, I think he even said, "Hey, I don't even know if I'm coming back." If I remember correctly, he was saying stuff like
Exactly.
everybody's
What's that
recastable.
girl name? Chili. The one who always tweeting about Thorsten. She sent that tweet out there. What did I say that?
Thanks, guys.
Sam,
Thanks for letting me back in.
Girl, I was in a different room. Y'all don't have to do that.
Oh, yeah, my phone died.
go ahead, Sam. Go ahead with your theory.
Oh, I don't even remember where I was at.
Please finish
You
because I was
you was
into it.
talking about Krista
He
Bell
didn't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
probably.
he
You
said
can
he didn't know
remind
that we
me.
was gonna take the Taylor.
I had done lost my whole damn train of thought, but yes. Okay, I was saying, how long can they drag us? I mean, look,
Yeah.
we see Krista Allen every day doing Taylor, and what is she doing? She is fucking incredible. She is
Yep.
magnificent. And what have we been doing? She's been parent trapped ever since Steffi got her man back and got her back broke out.
Yep.
So that was, when was the actual reunion? Was that August? That was right around the anniversary. Right around,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, right around
1st of August.
that's right. That's right. So what is it? September? From August all the way now through mid-September, Krista Allen has basically been playing the parent trap parent. And every day she looks incredible doing it. It looks fresh in entertaining every single day. It does not look repetitive, does it?
No, because you can tell she spends time with her craft. She's even just
Correct.
them
She's
stale ass dialogue. I feel like she goes and jazzes it up because there's sometimes she says stuff that y'all know we see out here on Twitter. She really feeds the fans.
Well, Bubbles,
exactly.
didn't she
She
respond
makes
to
it.
your comment about Taylor like being an alcoholic and her making sure that that was going to be addressed?
Yeah, because I yelled about it the last time. Like y'all sitting here and had us listening to Brooke for a whole 3, 4, 5, 80 years talking about I was supposed to be drinking non-alcoholic champagne. I don't know why I got drunk. But Taylor's was an alcoholic legitimately longer than the week that Brooke spent as an alcoholic. And they got her out here drinking gin and tonic and champagne and
I,
all the alcohol, and nobody one time has said, "Oh, we got non-alcoholic liquor for Taylor." We're just
I,
supposed to assume that Taylor's drinking non-alcoholic beverages, but we got to be beat over the fucking head that Brooke only drinks non-alcoholic champagne. Like, make it make sense.
yeah, I think Krista put that on her page. She had to put that on her page that it was non-alcoholic
Cause
because
I'm like,
all the fans are raising hell about it.
right,
And
because
you're
they're just leaving it unsaid, like we supposed
Yeah,
to fill in the blanks when we know, like just today, I'm sitting here talking with somebody talking about, well, Taylor got drunk and went and killed Darla.
I
No,
saw that shit, and
you
so
I
know
wrote. And
they love trying to say trigger shit to us, like the Darla and the Bill, and of course Thomas he ran over Emma.
But listen, I'm on point. If I'm talking on my thread about Brooke and Hope, do not come up here talking about what about Steffi did this, what about Taylor did. We're not talking about them right now. Stay focused, stay on point. We talking about Brooke and Hope. And I felt like I was fighting for my sanity today because y'all are just picking up. Like, how did we even get on this subject? We weren't even talking about this. And you're coming from way out of left field talking about Steffi. Steffi was a drug addict when she was married to Lee. No, she was not. Y'all ain't even watching the stories. You just throwing
drug addict.
I saw that, Bubbles.
Let me tell you, my sanity was put to the test today because that one chick, I know she don't watch the story. She got to just be commenting to comment to be heard and to get attention because she spent way too much time talking about whataboutisms with Steffi and Taylor when my question was, how is Hope going to feel when her mama sleep with her man?
Brooke, but Bubbles, I told you how to shut him down that one time when I was like, well, Hope was pregnant at the same time as Steffi with Liam's baby, and then they were like, "Oh, well, nobody's perfect." Okay.
Girl, I didn't have when we sat there and challenged that person on the DNA test for Beth. Steffi said it wasn't necessary. Nope, Steffi is not the one who said it wasn't necessary.
Brooke
that was Brooke.
The one who said that they didn't need to be tested. She's gonna come back and say, "Well, it doesn't matter who said it. They said they were going to do it." And I'm like, yeah, and they said that Beth would be going over to Steffi's house for sleepovers and play dates too. And we ain't seen that shit happen yet.
And never will.
So let's, again, not talk about Steffi when this conversation is very decidedly we're discussing Brooke and Hope. Then she started talking about Liam and Kelly. I'm like, nobody's talking about Liam and Kelly. Well, you guys said he don't care. Where in this fucking thread was we talking about Liam and Kelly? Show me. You can't.
I saw that.
So get it together already. If you're going to be part of the conversation, contribute to what we're talking about. Don't come in here deflecting and trying to get people off track because I'm going to take you all the way back to the beginning again. This is what we're talking about. And if you don't know how to respond about this, then don't say nothing.
Hell yeah. Give it, Bubbles.
Don't be in here adding sugar to the damn grits because we don't do that over here. We don't
do that in my parts
over here.
We don't do that around here neither.
Right. No, that's for the country
away
folks.
From my grits, sir.
You gonna
that's for the Yankees.
Yeah, because I'm from Alabama and I didn't.
Oh my gosh, sugar and grits is so good. I'm sorry.
No,
I love it. Sorry, I love it.
Angela gotta be from above the base.
Angela gotta be the different one.
Girl.
Sorry.
Dixie, where you at, Angela?
LA.
What I told you,
That's the problem right there. People who put sugar in their grits just say they don't know how to cook and be done with it. Because sugar has flaws. Just say y'all don't know what to do with grits and be done with it. And we would know. I know people that put sugar in their spaghetti and rice. Y'all fucking up all the grains. The rice don't need no sugar. The pasta don't need no sugar. The grits don't need no sugar.
Did you say in the pasta? You don't mean like in the tomato sauce to cut the acidity?
I said sprinkled on the spaghetti. I ain't said nothing about
I ain't never heard no shit.
No. See, that's somebody that don't know how to cook. Because let me tell you, if I won't put a damn teaspoon of brown sugar in my spaghetti sauce, in my
nobody's talking about sauce, though. Y'all always
right. That sprinkling on the top is gross. That's somebody that don't know how to cook.
Now, y'all don't touch on subject. I put sugar on my rice. I sure do, and butter and salt. I do all of it. So, and what?
I mean, guys, if you guys, I'm sorry, but nobody would ever be able to tell me sugar and grits and butter is not good.
Well, I prefer mine with salt. I replace my sugar with salt.
It's different strokes for different folks.
Only one like sugar on our rice.
No, I don't do sugar on my rice.
Well, you
But
know what? But
listen,
rice
you
pudding. You
can
guys
do
ever had
sticky
rice
rice,
pudding? You ever had
Yes,
rice
and
that's
pudding?
exactly
That's
what
and
it
you can have
gross.
sticky fried
Oh
rice.
my God,
No.
rice pudding is so good.
No, Angela, no.
It is.
But guys, how did we get off bowl? Why are we
I
talking
know
about
we got.
sugar
I know
and
we
drink?
didn't got to cooking differences. We didn't got the all the hell way off.
Can I ask y'all
Wait,
a question?
where
Can I
was Douglas today? Where the hell was
We
Douglas
didn't
when
get
the
a
whole
mention.
family was together?
I think today was kind of. I think today was kind of billed as like an adults event because remember, Steffi and Finn picked up saying they had family day at the beach with the
Yeah,
kids, and that Hayes and Kelly were like budding architects, but that they were dying to go down for a nap because they exhausted them.
yeah.
So I guess
But we didn't
today's
get a
event.
Douglas mention.
No, we didn't. So we don't know where Douglas was today, and it's a whole new day now. It's a whole new day from what it
And he
was,
wasn't with Hope.
and he wasn't with Hope, and Thomas was at work with oh I will before I wanted to throw this
And
away. I
Donna's watching
loved
them at the Forrester Mansion.
potentially I wanted to throw in there that I loved Paris's dress today.
I loved
Oh,
Steffi's
me too.
black shirt with the jeans. I
I
loved the
love
black
that.
shirt that was off one shoulder, but the down it was like all on one side. On one side, I just love the
I did
asymmetrical
too,
of it.
darling. That color on her skin tone was so, oh my God, it popped. That
It was
dress
banging.
really
It
brought
was
her out.
banging. Yep,
I was
Yes,
so
I
happy to
agree.
see that after
me
that black
too.
creation from
But you
hell.
know,
I
I was too
know.
distracted by the blue braids. I was too distracted by the blue braids to
Yeah,
even see
Sam, I
Paris's
didn't
dress.
like it. I didn't like it.
I did. I
I
I
like
didn't
did.
like it.
It was it was atrocious with the dress. I mean, if
Yeah,
they
it
were
just
going to
didn't
have
go
her
with the
posed in that
dress.
dress, they should have had her braids in the updo.
Yeah.
well, she was filling in. She was
Yeah, she was filling in for Vanessa, whoever the hell that is.
You know,
I
right.
basically
mean,
what
but
they
it's
did is they
TV.
fired Petra and Sequoia and replaced her with Paris. Paris ruins everything for me. So now
Yeah.
I'm guaranteed not to see Petra and Sequoia because Paris' raggedy ass is up there
And
modeling
Vanessa,
the
because
dresses
he
now.
said she
And how
replaced
much you want to
Vanessa
bet
today.
that she's gonna be wearing the showstopper at this so-called fashion show that's coming up?
Oh, that's pretty
I
much
wonder what the fuck her
guaranteed.
hair gonna look like.
Can
That's
we
all
talk
I'm gonna
about they
say.
finally listening to us and they actually gonna give us a fashion show finally, even though it's gonna be like the end of the year. I've never
What if
seen
Ridge
one.
marries to Taylor like he did the first time and proposes
Ooh,
to Taylor on the runway?
Oh, wait a minute now.
came out.
Sam, don't tease me. Don't tease me.
Everybody might have a damn aneurysm. I laugh my ass off myself, but
Darling, we all know how you feel about Riz, darling, but
oh
I
no,
love it
oh
though.
no,
I
but
love
I'll
it.
cackle. I'll cackle just because Brooke would have a heart attack probably right there at the damn show. I mean,
Sam, don't tease me, Sam. Come on with it, Sam. Come on.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, listen, we know we're gonna get this dragged out. It's gonna drag, but a
Oh,
proposal is a proposal. I mean, a lot can happen between a proposal and an actual marriage. Hope and Leon
hmm
is a clear example of that. They had every wedding plan under the sun, and it did not get accomplished until 2019.
Yep.
So we can get
they would.
Ridge proposing to Taylor on the runway. That doesn't necessarily mean we get Ridge and Taylor happily ever after before it's all said and done.
That's
And
true.
you know,
Right.
the only thing is that they're going to try to compare it to when Tyler got proposed to Ron Moss's uh
Exactly.
Yep.
red on the and when she was walking down the aisle in the showstopper that Brooke was supposed to be wearing.
Right.
I don't know if I would necessarily want that because these two, this hashtag new trend is a whole totally different new ball game. So I don't know if I would want it on the as a showstopper again like that because those memories are sacred and separate. I want something new. Like this new Tridge, I want something new.
I've heard a
I
lot of
wouldn't
Trish
mind it,
fans say
Can
that, and I
Can. I
respect
wouldn't
that.
mind it.
And I respect both opinions on that.
Yep.
I've heard a lot of Trish fans say that they don't want um, the new Trish to be taken over by,
Right.
just completely wipe out the old. I get that.
Right. Yeah, because this whole trip to Aspen is something very different. It's very similar to, in my opinion, what's going to happen. It's very going to be very similar to how they did with St. Thomas, but they're not going back to St. Thomas. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted something like that. If you guys are gonna do something where you respect in the past, that's great. But give us something new.
Yeah,
As
but where does Brooke fit in? That's what I can't figure out.
sitting in the
Well,
garden crying while she watching Ridge and Taylor have sex.
Well, like I said, it's been a long time since we had a blonde stuck in the gondola, so maybe we about due.
Can we
wouldn't
please
that,
get Brooke stuck in the gondola? Please get Brooke stuck in the gondola.
those
Please.
float fans would have a meltdown.
I
They would
want it.
feel so
I
insulted.
want it. I want it. And I want it to be car number 16, just like like Hope's.
Number 16 gonna have to be retired.
Car number 16 has to have Brooke in it. She has to feel what Hope felt. Yes,
So,
please.
y'all listen. What else was on that list? Where was Douglas? Thomas needs a woman. We ain't talked about Thomas needing a woman yet.
Thomas done needed a woman for
They
years,
not
and
giving him
they're
one. They're
not.
not giving him
Mhm.
one.
Talking
Bill
about it.
Bell has already freed Steffi. He is not freeing Thomas.
No,
So I
No,
saw
and
a
then
tweet
also,
today that
also
Ooh.
Thomas is not.
unfortunately,
Ooh,
and
Angela.
and the
Go ahead,
unfortunate
darling.
truth is, the problem is that it's a sacrifice play, and it
Mhm.
upsets me. There is no earthly way on this side of reality that if the Brim agenda comes to fruition, that Thomas has another woman, because he will have to be left free for
For
Hope to go
Hope.
cry on his
That's
shoulder.
right.
So it's
That's
I
kind of
right.
want
like we'd have to give up one. If we get Thomas with a new woman, Brim is not going to happen, because Hope is not just going to be left to be at adrift because her mother and her husband betrayed her.
it
right.
could be
So
both. It could be both, darling. Why not?
it
We can look. Since we
it
asking for shit,
could.
you don't ask for Santa. You don't ask Santa to bring you a wagon. Don't bring it a wagon full of toys. I want all of it. Give me Thomas. Listen for real. Give me Thomas. He's now y'all been seeing Thomas. He fully over Hope, but he got respect for her. He still love her in a different kind of way. I want all that to happen with hashtag Brim, and for her to come over there think she gonna get her ego stroked by warming up to Thomas and think she gonna get what she lacking from Liam always. And I want Thomas to turn her down and say, I got somebody else, this, that, and the third, and I'm not finna do this, because
It's
you
not
know what
gonna
he
happen,
said. He
Can.
got a
It's
one
not
woman
gonna
man
happen.
break.
But it's not gonna happen. I think it was Ricky J or somebody, maybe Tara, but somebody tweeted today that Thomas will not be getting a new interest right now.
I believe that.
So
And I
It's
told
damn
y'all that
shame.
because Hope gotta have somebody to run to, and Thomas has to be the bad guy.
that's right.
The bad guy, if he's over here in a healthy relationship with somebody else, he's
That's right.
And J Matt did pretty much confirm that when he did the bowl live, that since Liam is the good guy or the hero,
Y'all don't
Thomas
know
has to be the
sarcasm.
anti-hero.
And plus, I think it's deeper than that. I don't think that Brad Bell knows how to write for Hope and Liam without a third person.
honey.
Yep.
Fans can't even talk about Hope and Liam without adding.
Not a third person.
He
Especially
had
a
Without
the
fourth
dragging
perfect
one.
Steffi.
opportunity. He had the perfect opportunity to have a storyline with just the two of them, but losing Douglas. He could have did an alcoholism story. He could have did anything, and this is what he's choosing to do.
Fertility issues,
Well,
anything.
the
I mean,
third
that's
person is finna be Brooke, y'all. The third person is finna be Brooke.
If we get what we want,
So
because
We
I'm
that's
finna
telling you,
get it.
the way Brooke,
Touch of
look,
Thomas.
did you see the way Hope was bragging about how she defended her mom, even though she got her ass handed to her?
right.
She was bragging
I
that she
heard them
had to defend
talking
her
about you.
mom.
Oh, thank you defending me, honey. Well, I couldn't just let them talk about you. I'm like, girl, you gonna wish you had kept your mouth shut.
Sure
Right,
will.
We gonna look
right.
back on this, and it's these moments, like the moments that she had with her mom today, especially with her mom talking about, the circumstances of how Steffi and Thomas feel that, their parents getting back together is righting a wrong. And then
Right.
what Steffi said, all of this shit is gonna come back around in one big wallop to slap Hope right upside the head when she's confronted with the inevitable.
Exactly.
And what happened to Deacon? Where's Deacon ass at? Because his ass should be
Tomorrow.
disappointing Hope
But
anytime soon.
he's talking to Nikki right now.
He over in a hotel room talking to Nicky ass. Yeah, well,
Oh, that happened
unfortunately.
today?
Yeah.
That's
on Young and the
tomorrow.
Restless. It happened.
So listen, how is that
Oh,
crossover looking? Boring as hell.
I don't know. I'm gonna be very honest. I zonked out on it because it wasn't. It's not. It
Wow.
didn't play out today. It didn't play out today on our Young and the Restless. It will play out on tomorrow's Young and the Restless, but it was on the Canadian one today. And I will tell you bluntly, from what I saw, I was like, I mean, it was interesting because if you don't know anything about Nikki or Deacon or that whole circumstance, then today was an informative. It's an informative episode. Or if you just really don't remember that part of Y&R history when Deacon was over there fooling with everybody and was actually married to Nikki drunk ass. So yeah, you got to see drunk Nikki in the flashback. So that was always interesting.
I love me some drunk Nikki.
So listen, Amaya is over on YouTube and she feels passionately that Thomas and Hope are actually going to happen. And she's boycotting until it's over. But I just really don't see Thomas and Hope happening in a positive way. Just like Bubbles
No, me
was
neither.
having Briette
I
and
No,
don't
they
Brienne.
either.
can't do that. They
Exactly.
can't do that because then that would have to.
There's
They're
no
just not.
villain for Lope.
Yeah, they're not doing it. They're not doing it. I'm
Mm-mm.
sorry. Not.
I'm
You know.
with
Not
Amaya. I'm
not
boycotting.
authentically. Oh no,
Yeah.
hell no. No, the window. I keep saying it, and I will say it until I am blue in the face. There was a very narrow window of time where they could have sold Thope as a real couple.
Mm-hmm.
Sure could
That
have.
Yep.
window is closed.
Yep. They
Okay,
Yep.
did it
it's
so
just
many times, especially after Thomas had that aneurysm. They could have wiped his slate clean,
Yep.
with Hope giving him absolute and complete forgiveness, and
Yep.
then true angst beginning between Liam and Hope that build up Thomas and Hope. But instead, they
Yep.
went the opposite, and they cannot undo it. They cannot put that toothpaste back in the tube.
Plus,
no, they can't.
Annika is very. I mean, I know it doesn't matter what the actors think, but she's very much anti that. She said
She
she
indeed is.
doesn't think.
Everybody but Thomas.
Yeah, so I just don't see it happening.
Me neither, because
Me
she
neither.
has literally thrown up Zende, and I was like, I would love it because y'all know I love Zende Forrester. I love Zende Forrester, and I need somebody I really love to be paired up with Hope to be able to try to enjoy it. So I would be here for it, and I tell you, I think Delon Metz is absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and just a he is so damn attractive to me. Is it just me? Isn't he
Oh no, he's a
attractive?
good look. He's good looking as hell, girl. You that ain't delusion. He good. He look good.
He's
I
good
just wish the
looking.
hell they do something with him.
He's just really boring with Paris.
Well, no, that's
Mm.
Paris. That's not Delon and that's not Zende. When Zende came in, he immediately had pizzazz. He didn't
Yep.
come in. He came in with a pep in his step. He was a little different with his colors and his wardrobe, but he wasn't
Yep.
shy. He came on strong with the ladies. I
Yep.
mean, I loved Zende from moment
Day
one when he
one.
opened that door and he started making eyes at Zoe and making
As Zoe.
business jokes with
Yes.
her. So that's
Yes.
Paris's ass, and that's why I'm mad that she's even replaced Sequoia and Petra now. I like Sequoia and Petra better than I like Paris, and she done upended that and took them away from me. Can they please? Can they please? Please.
Okay, so listen, y'all. Listen, Sam. If they're gonna move Hope around, if they're gonna take her from Liam because of Brim, what they gonna do with Liam?
Who gives a damn? Why don't Hope
Yeah,
and
but
Why don't Hope and Wyatt get together?
They should let Brooke and Liam be a couple for a while.
That's what I was thinking, Angela,
Leave their
because
ass
I
together.
don't. Somebody said today, and can, you know who it is. I'm not going to say no names because I'm not, it's not like that. But somebody mentioned that Brad Bell is going to throw Liam back to Steffi.
No,
No,
stop.
And
no, no, no,
Hell
no,
no.
no,
That's
no, no, no,
blasphemy.
no, no.
We see that
I'm
Uh-uh.
Steffi and Finn are so into one another.
They're
Finn
soulmates,
Finn don't
baby.
even
No,
Finn
look,
don't even
Bubba's
think
know
this
twice.
is
Bubba's know what I'm
Brad
talking
Bell's.
about. Bubba's was there.
This is Brad Bell's dream. I'm telling you, his favorite female character with his favorite male character. How can he resist?
Right.
Bubba's
I
know what
think
I'm
that
talking
I think
about.
Brim
Bubba's
is
was
coming.
there, and I didn't agree with it. I hated it, but I mean, it's a valid question because if they're gonna do all this with Hope, what are they gonna do with Liam? And that's
Let
what
He
him
I'm
gonna be
stay
with
with
afraid of.
Brooke.
Brooke.
He gonna be with Brooke. While Ridge is with Taylor. Liam can be with Brooke. I hate Thomas
Yeah.
being with Hope, but I really hate Thomas being with Hope. I would hope that Thomas and Zende fight over Hope and Zende win.
Liam is not finna be with Brooke long term. Liam,
No, not long time. But for a couple of
they,
months, it might be interesting. Can you
they're
Well,
imagine
because
what
listen,
Liam
when
and
they
Bill's
are shunned,
relationship would be like?
when
they're trying
everybody
to
shuns them for
rebuild Liam's
sleeping with each
character.
other, when everybody shuns them for sleeping with each other one time, they gonna pity fuck each other for a month or two.
Potentially.
I
But the
don't,
problem,
because Liam is going to be so remorseful that he has betrayed Hope in the worst way. But it's what he does
again,
every time, right? It's what he does
Yeah, that's what he
Exactly,
does.
every
Bubble.
time.
It would be just like the same. It would be literally. That's why I don't care about Liam, because it would literally be just like every other thousandth time he's fucked over a woman. I mean,
So I
I've seen that story.
There's gonna be a storyline where they restore Liam's character because his character has been all mush
Well,
since he
that's why it's
got
best
with.
if he stay on the back burner. That's best if you stay on the back burner then. He wasn't there today. He needs to stay away from this custody thing for sure, because he's looking worse and worse like a father every time he opens his mouth about Douglas.
oh, but you know they don't care about him looking like a bad father because in the show's eyes, he's not a bad father to Kelly. That's just us. They don't acknowledge that he's a shit father. That's how he's able to form his mouth, set his mouth to say the things he says to and about Thomas with zero repercussions. Because what we're seeing is not what they're seeing.
They can put Hope and Wyatt together, and they should put Liam and Brooke together for a couple of months.
See, that's the problem. Is that I would like to see that just because it's the same reason I want Nate and Victoria to hook up on Young and the Restless. When I hate two characters, I want them together because I want them to suffer together. They can suffer together in the same scenes, and that just makes my viewing pleasure easier. Um, but the problem is this: is that Brooke. The thing about Brooke is this: whenever Brooke has screwed over a woman in her family, not these other randoms, not Stephanie or Taylor Mason, she can give a damn about them.
It's the same one.
But yeah, but whenever she screws over the women in her family, she sets out on the road to try to earn forgiveness. And she can't earn that forgiveness if she's with the man that she screwed them over with. So she can't be begging Hope for her forgiveness and still screwing Liam on the slick. Though I wish they would figure out a way to make that happen because I would love for those two to be self contained to each other. That would just be paradise. Let them go ruin. Let them go ruin each other's lives instead of other people's. That's actually ideal.
I think still hold to what I said the other night. Reed gonna have his indiscretion with Brooke. Hope is gonna be mad with her mom and her husband for a period of time. It's gonna be forever. But she's gonna go and have some kind of drunk sex with Thomas while she's at it, and that'll be her excuse. Liam will have his forgiveness to her. He's sorry. He don't know what happened. They was drinking, whatever. I don't know. He'll have an excuse, but it's gonna come back around to them being okay because Brooke never really pays. She slept with Oliver, and Hope got over that almost immediately. Like that storyline lasted a couple of months. Hope got over it, but then Brooke pointed her in the way of Liam, and she's been on that train ever since. She's still gonna forgive her. She's still gonna forgive her. It's gonna take a while, but probably season 26, the beginning of season 27, is we'll have Hope and Brooke reuniting. Maybe it'll be whatever the health scare is, and Hope will be like,
Yes.
I can't lose my mom. I can't be mad at my mom. And
You
then
know,
some flashbacks of Stephanie, and Hope will feel all some kind of way because she ain't talked to her mama, and then they'll live happily ever after again.
Bubbles, you got a good point. If Brooke really does have a health scare of some sort, that is the golden get out of jail free card for her to fix her relationship with her daughter. Won't fix Brooke, won't fix Hope and Liam's relationship, but it will fix things between her and her regular ass man.
Yeah, because she ain't gonna want to be losing. I spent so much time already angry with my mom, and now she could die, and they're gonna be back bosom buddies. And she'll be looking sideways at Liam the way she was looking sideways at Oliver when she made back up with Brooke. And then eventually Brooke will talk her into taking Liam back, the same way
That's
she
right.
talked Katie into
That's
taking Bill back, and then
Yep.
they'll all be happily ever after again.
And Brooke will
Lord.
say her famous lines. Brooke will say her famous lines.
Yeah, even if Hope is sitting out there raising her little half sibling, she gonna forgive everybody.
That's right.
I'm sorry. This whole
Brooke is gonna say her favorite line that after she's wrecked the marriage and she finds that she don't want the man anymore, you can have the life you always wanted.
Yeah.
Because she done fucking it up now.
Bingo. That's
they
it.
use Kleenex shit get on my nerves. What you think I wanted after you done blew your nose on it, heifer?
She been saying it for 35 years, though, darling. For 35 years.
Don't let my mistake keep you and Liam from having your destiny, honey. I didn't mean to do it. You know there was nothing. I was filling the blank for whatever excuse she got. Liam was drunk. She was drunk. Somebody tricked them. Whatever the fuck it's gonna be. She thought it was Reed. She thought it was Thorn. Whatever excuse Brooke is gonna use, because she's gonna have an excuse for it. It's not just gonna be, well, girl, I slept with your husband, and fuck if I know why. I just wanted to. She gonna have to have some kind of excuse that she can sit and cry over for the next 6 to 8 months while Hope is out here having sex with Thomas freely. So she can change her mind after he finally decides that he's gonna give in. She gonna want to go back to Liam. Now we right back into this triangle with Hope and Thomas and Liam. And that's where they're going. They cannot have Liam and Hope without them being in a triangle. And it can't be Steffy because Finn is over here drinking her bath water every day.
That's right.
And Thomas is a free agent. He ain't got nobody in his life. He is perfectly free to be the third leg on the triangle, and that is what we're to get.
And that's why they tied Douglas to her.
Yep.
Because now that Douglas is the Forrester that she couldn't have.
Yep.
Not to mention
that's why I don't like it, because if they throw Hope at Thomas, my tay-tot or my grandchild is never gonna be freed, y'all. I don't like it.
Then I'll go ahead and make it one worse for you. If she does take a break with Thomas, they'll send her ass back to Liam pregnant.
Ooh, and that's
that
we
would
need
be
the
her
Who's
way.
the Daddy storyline.
Yep. Yep. And that would be great for Hope to have a Who's the Daddy. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be great to break her ass down a notch. But Brooke never, they never learn from their hypocrisy.
But
it
she'll
would be
have
great.
a Forrester baby, and maybe she'll understand the meaning of the Forrester name after.
Yeah. Maybe at that point she'll finally have earned all the benefits that she has received all her living life.
A Forrester Maroney.
Yeah, a Forrester Maroney. That's right.
Do you guys think they were floating Brill again with that whole scene with Bill?
Nope.
It felt like a red herring.
Yeah.
No.
I'm telling y'all,
because it was a nothing burger.
Right.
Nothing came of it. Rich didn't even get mad about it.
And then we supposed to have Bill breaking down what happened with Liam and Wyatt later this week, where we see Wyatt against.
What is he gossip about? Bill, they need to stop doing this with Bill. This is not the Bill Spencer character. Bill Spencer was the man that did things. He don't go running and gossiping to those little bitches.
Girl, ever since Bill lost the dollar from in front of his name, he been 2-cent Bill.
Right.
Right.
Even been
dollar store Bill.
Now, see, we almost to the end of our time. So tomorrow's spoilers have that Deacon has a difficult day managing Sheila, and Steffi puts the brakes on Brooke's romantic night with Rich.
Yes,
that means she keep that phone, and she gonna keep the text message from coming through. Because Brooke said if she didn't hear from Ridge, she was gonna call him. Steffi gonna put that phone on silent.
And delete the voicemail. It delete the voicemail just so he could stay out.
Exactly.
But Rich know how to go home. Rich calls home, right?
Steffi's sitting up there saying, "Oh no, my parents up here having champagne. Charcuterie board. They ain't got no time for your ass."
Yes,
she gonna kidnap that phone and throw that phone off into the land that nobody ever sees on that fourth wall, and and she just
gonna take her dry ass to bed, crying. The only thing gonna be dry that night is the tears in her eyes, cause that damn gonna be
The
dry
only thing that's
till
gonna be
this
wet, you
last
mean?
damn no December.
Sam coming with the violence.
Right.
The only wetness is gonna be the tears in her eyes. That's the
And I
only
love it.
wetness
And
coming
you
from
know,
Brooke.
and them
That,
motherfuckers
yeah,
ain't even real either. They so fake.
yep. Because that
That
damn
one
Glycerin,
Brooke
tear.
can't even
That one
glycerin.
tear.
It's glycerin.
if
That
she
one
end up
glistening
giving
to be
Ridge a
fake
bite
as
of
hell.
that dried up cookie, he is gonna spit it out and go running to Taylor in her Kegels for dear life.
Well, on that note, we're gonna end it because we still need to conserve space, but
Yeah.
it's coming. It's coming, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see how they get us to that stop. Thank you
Indeed.
guys for being here.
Thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Good night,
guys.
everybody.
Thank
a
you,
wonderful
Bubba, for this time and space.
Libra, Ken.
Yes.
Amaya was in the house. We have Lady
Lucia,
Sanchez, of
Vicky,
course.
an
We got
SB
the
writer.
YouTube crew.
was Stefan in
Vicky,
there? I think I seen
SB
Stefan
writer,
too.
Louisa, our
I
goddamn
didn't see
QAM
Stephon.
soldier, holding us down. Good night, Louisa. Good
Good
night,
night,
Maya,
Louisa.
SB writer, and Stefan. All of
Yes.
the Yardigans. Bye.
Good night,
Good
guys.
night,
Good night,
Y'all have a good
everybody.
everybody.
night.
I just